Yo, what up? What is up? What is up? We are back. This is Redzone In the Lab. I am Deuce. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all you Commander fans. Happy New Year to all of the NFL. Happy New Year. It is past 4 o'clock. The league year 2025 has officially begun. Right? It has officially begun. I'm excited. Are you excited? I am excited. Are you excited? Like we got a couple signings. Marcus Mariota is back on a 1-year deal. Right? We just signed another player. Like literally right before I came on here. Breeze, what's good, man?
Yo, what's good, brother? Apologies for my tardiness.
It's all
Couldn't get
good.
the mic to connect.
It's all good. Let me see who we just signed. Hold on, let me see. The Debo trade is official. We just signed defensive tackle Eddie Goldman to a 1-year deal.
Friendship Collegiate. Shout out Eddie Goldman from the crib.
Yes, sir. Minnesota Avenue. If you know, you know. 1-year deal with Atlanta. I think he was drafted by the Bears. I also think he had took some time off. I think he retired. The Vikings got Javon Hargrave and John Allen.
Damn.
They got him on a 2-year 30. They got John on a 3-year 30. That defense getting get better and better, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to, right? I mean, they got the Lions.
Kurt, I have over 60 hats. No exaggeration. Shout out. Thank you for noticing, by the way.
And they don't have no quarterback.
I mean, they hope they got one. They hope they got one.
Yeah, I guess I say he's gonna be ready in the spring. So
spring, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what's going on here. Yeah, man, we've been busy. This is number 8. This is the eighth live stream since Monday. So we rocking and rolling, man. We are rocking and rolling. Let me take Facebook. Try it again. Kurt was good. Oh yeah, how many hats you got? Here we go. Let's go, Adam. Let's see what Adam cook. Because I do think the Egg Bowls and the Days and all those guys, I think they probably be signed around this time. You're probably not gonna get Shefty and all of them to be tweeting out Egg Bowl and all that. So we'll see how all this works out. Yes, sir. Cuddy was good. Adam about to cook y'all. There's not going to be like last year. We're going to see names this time. Am I acting like we missed out on Aaron Donald? It's nasty in these Twitter streets, bro. Man, one of these chats, this don't going crazy. Not even the people we know. Oh, clap it up for the Cardinals, man. Clap it up for the Cardinals. Shout out to the Cardinals. They just signed Commanders linebacker Michael Walker. Mikhail Walker, Michael
when,
Mikhail Walker.
when the when the Benjamin St. Juice news dropping? That's the one I'm waiting for. Respectfully, and shout out Defo. Going to Buffalo on a 1 year deal.
Yep. Shout out Defo in Buffalo. What's up, Cash? Cash will be on in about 20, 25 minutes. Superfan was good. We got to look at it, man. Another big body.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, that's definitely a depth sign at this point. You got to fill the roster out. We got 20 was it 27, 28 guys going into free agency. So on top of improving the roster, you still got to fill the roster out. Like that's we had 28 guys coming from the 53, not the 90-man roster. So you got to get enough guys to fill the 53-man roster, and then obviously get to the 90. So, but I like Eddie Goldman. He's from DC, so I would imagine that's got something to do with it. But I like it. I like it. I mean, he may very well not make it to training camp, to be honest with you. It might be one of them kind of signings at this point. Because how old is Eddie now? 31, 32?
yeah, about 31. Took some time off, so
Yeah. So yeah.
we're gonna look at his numbers at some point. See what he did last year in Atlanta.
I feel like I might have played against Eddie in high school, but
Probably did if y'all around the same age.
yeah. I mean, I got him by a couple years, but
I'm sure if he made it to the NFL, he probably was a decent sophomore.
right. That's what I'm saying. So,
Man, Twitter got it. Twitter can't be doing like, bro. Threads is so horrible, bro. It's horrible, yeah. Like you get the notifications like 5 minutes after Twitter, bro. And I only took it like I first downloaded it last year. I was like, man, this is on whack. So I tried to delete it. They was like, well, you delete this, you can delete your Instagram. I was like, ah. So I just deleted the app off my phone. And I just downloaded it, because we had an outage the other day. But
yeah.
bro, it's been on since now. I get a notification from Shefty or somebody. 5 minutes later, the joint come on Threads.
They still working through the algorithm stuff, man.
Cause this stuff move. Hold up. Cooper Cup officially released. The Vikings, man, they got John Allen and Javon Hargrave. Paying them some money too. Malik Collins get a 2-year deal.
They got somebody else too.
Evan Ingram is signing with the Broncos.
Man,
Evan Ingram with the Broncos. Because remember, I don't forget where I came from the year before. We only won 4 games. That's true. Yep. That's one and talking about St. Poops. Yeah, I gotta relax on St. Juice, man. The arrogance on the 1-year deal. Bears fans saying he's good against the run. I like him as a situational guy. But how long he's been with the Falcons though?
I want to say like 2 years, maybe year or two.
Yeah, let me
I don't think it's been a super long time. I don't think. I could be wrong.
Let me see. Hawk, what's good, Hawk? How you feeling, man? Hope he makes the team if it's true. Yeah, he has ties. He probably did play Michael Vick in the state championship. Sheesh.
Yeah, Eddie 31. I'm pretty sure we crossed paths in high school.
Smoke, you ain't just waking up. I just heard you in Space Smoke. You just woke up.
So Eddie opted out in 2020 because of COVID. Played with Chicago in 2021. Retired in 2022. Was out of the league in 2023, and he played for Atlanta last year. Played in every game, but only started 10.
Oh, there you go. The Vikings is added Aaron Rodgers to their list. We'll see what that looks like. And I go Vic, all as well. So we lost the current instinct game. Checking in because y'all be doing numbers on this channel. I mean, we do a little something. Curry was deadly. Gosh, I forgot it.
Speaking of which, y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all hit that like button.
Yeah, sir.
Thank you for the YouTube love, though.
Oh, they say new Broncos what? Oh, they got Davis Webb, they quarterbacks coach. Sheesh. He must ain't never leave.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. I mean, that's what happened with David Blau in Detroit.
Oh, appreciate that, Hawk. I ain't got my music on. Hold on, let me see if I can play it. Let me see. Hold on.
Who the Ron Rivera signed with?
Can you hear Breeze?
Yeah.
Thank Hawk. Yeet, Hawk. Appreciate you, brother, for the super chat.
It's not as loud as it was last time,
Yeah,
but
I
I can
know.
hear it.
Definitely a little closer. Yeah. Appreciate that, Hawk. Cuddy, something giving me nightmares. Ron ain't going nowhere, bro. He gonna be on TV. That's what he gonna
He
be.
was talking to somebody, wasn't he? In the coaching cycle earlier, wasn't he talking to somebody?
Oh yeah, earlier, yeah. I mean, he got with the Cowboys. He talked with the Jets coming out the gate. He talked with the Bears.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he had a few interviews. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was the, you know what I'm saying?
Could have been
that minority number out there. You know what I'm saying?
You know how that go.
I mean, I ain't said, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can pull it up golden numbers. Mariota back. How y'all feeling? How you feeling, Breeze? Mariota back?
I mean, I wanted it. I wanted that to happen. I think he wanted to be here, and he's kind of bought into that role of being the backup and being Jayden's primary, backup and like a mentor, that mentor role to Jayden. I do think he did, look around to see if there were any potential options for him to be a, bridge or gap starter somewhere. It just didn't materialize. The market for him didn't materialize like he, wanted to see. Maybe was hoping to see outside of being a backup here. And I think we said it on here that he would just seemed to be more comfortable at this point being in the role he was in. So I'm cool. 1 year deal sounds like he's probably done after this season. And then, so be it, and onward and upward.
Yeah, that's right. Marcus Montana, you know what I'm saying? Got Marcus Montana back. Let's see something. Yeah, man. Like my only fear with him leaving was the Raiders to be a stopgap. That's the only team, to be honest, bro. Like I didn't see him going back to the Titans. The Vikings was intriguing. If they would have offered him, of course he would have went flying there, but I didn't think they wanted him. You know what I'm saying? That's not they rather have a quarterback that can kind of stand in the pocket to throw the ball to Jettis. The Giants, no, that wasn't. I didn't see it at all. Steelers, I didn't see that, so it wasn't really. And I didn't think he was gonna go nowhere else, and just be a backup. You know what I'm saying?
What's his contract? Did they say? I know it's a 1 year deal, but did they say what the money look like?
$8 million. So it's 2 less than last year.
Okay. Yeah. So for him to go somewhere to be somewhere else and be a backup, I think they would have had to offer him, you know, much more money.
Yeah.
Um, in that kind of 10 to 12 range. Um,
And if you think about it, probably more than that for real. You
yeah,
know
who
what
was
I'm
it that
saying?
got 14? Somebody just signed yesterday. Daniel Jones got 14, so which is crazy. But like I think somebody would have had to give him that kind of money to go elsewhere and do the same role when he's good here.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Let me see what we got. It's a solid that return for one. Yeah, I wasn't sure about Mariota last year. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? Especially, he got injured, and then Jeff Driscoll came in there, and he was actually looking pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, you can put him in. But then, Mariota was out a few weeks, so he was out a few weeks, and when he came back, they put him right back ahead of Driscoll. I was like, man, but man, when he came in that Carolina game, I was like, okay, I could do
Let's
this.
be for real. Let's be
I
for
could do
real.
this.
When Jayden went down and Marcus Mariota went into that game, we were like, "Oh my god, we got to
Oh
put
yeah,
Marcus
it
Mariota."
was
Like,
like
we
honestly,
was a lot of us was terrified, not just
yeah,
obviously for Jayden and his health, but like we was like, "Bro, we don't know what Marcus Mariota we about to get." And he went
yep,
out there and lit the Panthers up. And then when he had to come back in against Dallas later on in the year, did the same thing. Oh, okay, well, that's all right. Like you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
At least I'll make me crash out. uh, Broncos, yep, I saw that Cuddy. That was a good one for them. Like I said, they got Davis Webb.
we got to talk about who's winning free agency right now. The Broncos and Minnesota is they doing numbers right now. Chicago too.
Yeah,
You
Chicago
know,
crushing it. There's no doubt.
yeah, like they doing all right, man.
Yep, Jones got started. He gonna take that job. Oh,
Which is crazy.
it's gonna
Like
be sooner than what we expect too. Like,
you're moving on from seemingly moving on from Anthony Richardson for Daniel Jones is crazy, but you know, yeah, we don't.
he said Mariota. Yeah, we don't do that, Vito. We don't mess with them jokers,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, man.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the O line. I got some new information earlier today. I met and it is on the feed. Check the channel out if y'all didn't get a chance to check it out. Got the team reporter, Saints reporter, and a Texans reporter. Those are some two good ones. A lot of information for Will Harris and Learning
Very Tunsil.
Tunsil. New England, Chicago.
I saw that. So they was
Oh,
gonna
they
pay him
said
the money
that?
he was owed to keep him. Yeah, I forgot where I saw that. I don't think I saw it on Yahoo, but said that they was gonna keep him and pay him the whatever he was owed for this season.
You gotta see Chicago crushing. They got a crazy O line, bro. They straight rebuilt that junk.
Yeah.
So can they bring it all together? That's gonna be the
Yeah.
question. If they're gonna be able to bring it all together. I don't mess with them either. Grab me a river. Those two interviews earlier today were excellent. Appreciate that. Kirk Beckton would be a nice guy. Yeah, reported Shefty was saying that he don't see the Eagles bringing back Beckton. He's probably trying to get a little bit more money for his new
Yeah.
role. And it seemed like the Eagles getting off of contracts and they're gonna lean on which kind to knock these picks out, which I think is the wrong draft to do it, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, they just traded for a guard too, so
Yeah, but he is
you know.
horrible.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
my
He's bad.
gosh, he is horrible.
He's bad.
But the Eagles,
Like
they
he started out bad and got worse. Like
yeah.
yeah, like
And I got
he's
some
bad.
info on him too. Like he was actually hurt his rookie year. Coming into the season, he was hurt all training camp, all summer. Then when he was ready to go, they just threw him out there and he was just horrible the whole year. And then he got hurt the next year. Then it just kept going down the hill. Yep, Howie is in restructure mode. That's facts. Yeah, I mean,
It's not
but
even a
they
question.
ain't gonna
That's not.
do it though.
That's a crazy hypothetical. But if they cut AJ Brown, I got 5 on it.
Yeah, the 49ers done. Like I couldn't pay Purdy. I will offer him 30 million a year so he can say no. And then I'd be like, well, let's see what you can do with no weapons. And make him play next year, make him play out this last year of his contract. Because bro, they barely have anything. Who knows when IU gonna come back if they don't trade him? CMC, I guess he stopped using that miracle oil he was using because he's breaking back down again. Debo gone. Kittle, they trying to work out a deal for him, but he's 30. Trent 36. He's doing the whole I can't fit my helmet thing right now with them. So I don't know what's going on there. So they
Draft.
I mean they lost like everything. I mean the brother didn't even want to come. You know what I'm saying? Joey went to Buffalo. I mean they releasing everybody. They not trying to spend no more cash. Jed like, man, look, y'all messing this oil money up.
If they want, they can cut AJ Brown. They want to. Listen. Tax money on the way. AJ Brown can have some of it. Shoot.
See what John is really about. Yeah, we're gonna see 49er fans claiming they got dudes to replace everyone who left. Think he was cool, but yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I think like drafting Ricky Pearsall last year, without him getting shot, was I think part of the plans of starting to try to replace Ayuk and Debo and all of them.
Yeah,
But in addition to him getting shot, even after he came back, he wasn't like super spectacular, nothing like that last year.
we should throw some of my tax money in. Yeah, man. How many players do we have so far? Let me see. Defoe gone.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders made it official trade alert for Debo. Made that official. Yeah, I know you got to run soon, man. What you want to throw out there, man?
Man, I'm I don't have my phone on me right now because I need to throw on the charger. But I mean, I'm just trying to catch up on everything that's been going on today. I've been out running around, so I haven't really been able to look at the moves outside of if I just happen to catch it, in passing. Like I said, I saw with
It ain't been much,
like
really.
Defoe and some of them. Yeah, I mean, we get to that point now where a lot of the guys that's left are either tier 2 guys or like veterans who ain't really in a rush to sign nowhere. Russell Wilson is visiting the Browns. The Browns are royally screwed. Like I don't know how else you could put it. Like they Deshaun Watson's dead cap number is over $170 million, bro. Like they literally are they are stuck with they can't do anything. You got Myles Garrett who so pressed to win that he returned back to Cleveland. But like I mean, yeah, I would hate to be a Browns fan right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
Yeah. I don't know what they're
it's
going
tough.
to do. It's insane, bro.
Yeah,
Even the 49ers. Like, bro, how you going? Like, I know they down bad with cash, bro. Like, how you going to ask the fullback to take a pay cut? The fullback. It's like 3 of them in the league. How you going to ask him to take a pay cut? That's crazy to me, bro.
I mean, like we said before, they went all in to strike in that window and didn't hit. And now you in a position where you're letting all of your weapons on both sides of the ball go so you can pay your quarterback that a lot of people think is only good because of the weapons he has.
Right.
So it's like yeah, they're gonna have a boatload of picks, but if they don't hit on them picks, like Brock Purdy is gonna have to be better this year than he's been any other year in his career. And we're gonna see how good he really is.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
I mean, Juszczyk does a lot of that dirty work, bro. Like not just blocking for CMC, but pass protection and stuff too. Like picking up extra minute stuff. Like that's gonna be they're gonna have their work cut out for him. I mean, we're gonna see about Kyle Shanahan this year too. because he is not gonna have that boatload of talent to fall back on.
Mm-hmm.
Respect, love, James. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, appreciate you, James. See you later, man. Breeze, I know you got to get up out of here. Appreciate you for stopping by a little bit.
I got about 5 minutes left. I can, you know.
Cool. So Eddie Goldman, 31 years old, 7-year vet from the city, Friendship Collegiate, Minnesota Avenue. If you know, you know. 6'4", 300, Florida State. Yeah, went to FSU. 6'4", 325-pound nose tackle. That's what, bro. We need that to stop the run, bro. We need that to stop the run, bro. But again, who knows? Opted out of NFL for COVID year, which is 2020. He retired in 2022. So I think he took 21, 20 and 21. He came back.
He played in 21. He played in 21.
Okay, so he opted out in 20, played in 21, retired in 22 for a couple years. Came back last year and he played every game with 10 starts. That's big. Let me see what his numbers look like. I mean, for a big guy like that to take off a couple years and come back and be able to start.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie Goldman can play, bro.
Impressive.
Like Eddie Goldman ain't no scrub. He can play. I just think he kind of fits what he you know what they want to do with the D line, and we saw like they need run stoppers. You know, we saw with Saquon. I mean, I know that's an extreme example, but like, I mean, people were cutting the defensive line up.
Everybody, bro. Like
literally and figuratively, like just getting up and down the field with ease, man. Like,
pick anybody, you're gonna be right. Let's see, Eddie Goldman. Right, no, Adam left San Francisco. Yeah. Adam Peters is going to do what John Lynch couldn't do. How about that? What's up, Chuck?
Chuck, what's on with it?
Yes, Dave. Mariota is back. And we signed what's his name? Eddie Goldman. Defensive tackle, big guy, but that's about it. We getting guys from Southeast.
Hey,
actually, that's Northeast, but it's close enough.
It's on the line.
It's on the line, right on the line.
Again, Derek Forrest has gone to Buffalo on a 1-year deal. Shout out Defo. You know, Buffalo loved them some former Washington Commander Redskin football players. Man, they it's a long line to them.
I need to tweet that.
Like, it's a lot. Like, if you think about it, Buffalo has signed a lot of our players, bro. Like,
I don't think they're gonna have to worry about Defo hitting that return button like JD did the other year.
Well, Eddie playing on the inside though.
Yeah, he played that nose. So a lot of times when we want to run that 5-man front, we got somebody that can actually play in the middle.
Yeah.
Because Payne is a speed guy and he don't like playing it. Newman, he's a small guy. He ain't strong enough to play it. I mean, they did a pretty good job playing it. But we got to see if they bring him back or not. Yeah, I don't want to see Farrell nowhere near this team.
Yeah.
Let me see regular.
We still got a long way to go as far as filling out the roster. So he gonna stop the tough push.
Oh man, let me see. 2024, 330 total snaps. So he played a lot. I mean, the grades ain't above 50. But again, it's PFF. You got 10 pressures, sack, 2 hits, 7 hurries, 8 tackles, 10 assists, 6 stops. It's not, it's not super impressive.
We got a question, Deuce.
It ain't super impressive. Would you move Payne to end? He could. I mean, they had him there a lot. right?
Yeah.
Look at Bo, look at believing in this. I man, appreciate you always coming by, man. I ain't mad at you. He gonna stop the tush push. Yeah, I mean, he's a good guy to do it. That's what you're gonna need. Um, I mean, Payne played that a lot. Him and Allen, right? When they
Yeah.
went to that rotation, when they had him, Allen, and Newton out there, one of
Yeah.
those guys was playing that five technique in. So I'm sure that they're gonna do the same thing, but he's not gonna be like standing up, rushing off the edge or nothing like that. He's gonna be a down lineman. He's not gonna be standing up, not at all. Yep, Curtis Samuel, Defoe.
It's more than that.
Yeah,
Trent
it's
Murphy,
Trent. Yeah,
Derek Dockery, Robert Royal. Like we can go back if you want to
Tim
go back.
Settle. Then
Like
Tim Settle.
yeah,
Tim
Tim
Settle.
Settle, Matt Ioannidis.
Ioannidis went to Buffalo.
It's a
Uh-huh.
lot, dog. Like it's a lot, bro.
I don't know, Greg. I think he may be more than a Camp Body. I mean, he's one of those dudes that's just not gonna the stats not gonna show nothing. You're gonna have to see what he's doing for everybody else.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to see what he's doing for everybody else. What's up, CJ from Orlando? Dogs for the trenches. Now with Kinlaw as the other end for edge stopper. I don't know if Kinlaw going to play in either. I think he's going to be a 3 technique.
Yeah. I think
God, we
like
still
I
need
said,
the edge, man.
they're trying to build a rotation. Like
Mm-hmm.
rather than relying on one or two guys, they want to build a rotation of guys where they can mix match, pick and pull, and not hopefully in their mind not lose much from a production standpoint because everybody kind of fits the scheme a little bit better.
That's what I think. Like we gotta kind of think about that too a lot about what's more important to them. Is a scheme or trying to fit something what I say around
A square peg in a round hole.
yeah, square peg in a round hole. With some of these signings. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they looking for specific guys that they just don't see. Because
Yeah.
sometimes, you could be scheme dependent and some guys just don't fit. And you could look at the Will Harrison Chin thing. Maybe they wanted someone that's a little more versatile around the box
All right.
that can do the
I
same
mean,
thing.
we've seen that here even before this regime. We've seen that here for a long time with rather than coaches and GMs going out and getting guys that fit what they want to do. They just go get guys that are good football players and try to force them to fit a certain thing, and they may not be good at it, especially in the secondary. Um, so I mean, I think listen, AP and DQ have earned, my respect, and I'm going to sit back and let them do what they do. And like I said, I have no reason to not trust AP till they give me one. And so far, I'm cool on it. But I gotta get ready to tag out, Deuce.
All right, appreciate you, man.
All right, I'll tap in with y'all later on.
All right.
All right.
Darius Slay is officially in Pittsburgh. My man Cash come up. Cash will hang out with us for a little bit. He came up sideways. If that's how you want to do it, brother, that's cool with me.
Yeah, what's good? What's good?
There you go. You might got is the screen lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might got the screen lock.
Oh yeah, I'm good now.
There you go. What's good, man?
Chilling, bro. Chilling. I just seen Darius Slay sign with Pittsburgh though.
Yeah, it's official. 1 year, guaranteed 10. Let's see, man. Let's see what Cameron Wolf talking about. Bro, they not getting the first round pick, man.
Panthers getting Rosen.
They can forget it. They're not getting the first round pick. They can forget it.
I'm sending that first rounder for Trey Hendrickson though. I'll tell you that much.
That's what I'm talking about. But they ain't getting no first round pick.
You don't think we sending that?
No, as long as this draws out, they definitely
yeah.
get
The
first round
value
pick.
kind of
Because
depreciated.
if anybody was willing to give anything close to that up, he would have been gone.
Yeah, what you think? Second?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a second. Because you got to pay him. You got to and actually it went up. So from when they first did the trade, two edge rushers done got paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though both of them is better than him, but still the market is the market. It's all about who's next, not who's better.
Yeah, and I know Josina was reporting they're asking for a second and more. So I don't know if that means maybe like a second in futures, potentially a third and a fourth and a sixth, somewhere around that range. I'd send it, bro. I just think that on this team specifically, you're still missing that elite player on the line. And I think he automatically fits that bid, and I think everyone else around him will benefit.
Oh yeah, for sure. If he's in here, he definitely he's a force multiplier.
Yeah.
For sure. If he gets it, it's just all about the compensation. But I think if somebody was already offering that, he would have been gone.
Yeah.
No Merle. I don't want Von Miller, and I don't want D-Lo.
Yeah, I'm good off both of those. I'm good
Yeah.
off
Oh, that's my talk. I hope the blue people go 0-16. Can't stand the blue people, Hawk. Can't stand them.
I think after today, I remember them
Cash.
talking about I think they about to get Aaron Rodgers, bro. I still think he going to New York. I hope so, man. Either that or Russell Wilson. I heard Russell Wilson had talks today with Cleveland and the Giants. So
Yeah, and the Vikings open up a window with Aaron Rodgers. So we'll see, man. The thing in Minnesota, I don't think Jettas has said anything. That's why
about
I
the
think,
quarterback
yeah,
situation.
I don't think because there's no way that these guys is just kind of sitting back and just like, man, whatever. Like, he ain't vouched for not Dalton, Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he ain't vouched for him.
You think maybe he doesn't
He ain't
care?
vouched for none of that. No, I think he's probably arrogant enough to be like, I'm gonna get mine regardless. Plus, I already got paid. You know what I'm saying? Whoever they bring in. So that's probably where he is with it. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do the next couple of days.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I mean, I know they're hoping that obviously JJ is the guy over there in Minnesota. I can't really blame him, because you don't really know what you got from him. Like he had some up and down moments. I know in the preseason before he got hurt, and we just saw some behind the scenes film of him at practice and whatnot. Made a couple of dots here, a couple of dots there. But if he works out, Minnesota's got a team, man. They had a team
The whole
last year. It's
defense
just that
crazy.
Sam Darnold, unfortunately, is not a playoff quarterback.
You know what? I just thought about this.
What?
What did McCarthy have at Michigan?
Well, I mean, he had Moxie.
No, I'm talking about as far as the team is concerned.
I mean, he had a running game.
Yeah, he had a running game. I think they
he had
signed
CJ. He had
the
McLaurin.
defense.
Yeah, we talking about the number one defense in the
Michigan
country.
defense was insane.
Yeah, historically insane. And Mike,
So
hey, we got one of them. We got one of them over here, and he's balling out. So.
Look what the Vikings are doing.
Yeah,
they got Hargrave, they got Allen playing both of them big bucks. They brought in Greenlaw to take over from Cody.
Van Ginkel. They still got a good linebacking crew.
They got corners.
Yeah.
Like they like, man, look, we're gonna give you what you had at Michigan.
They're giving JJ McCarthy everything that you could give him. I actually think in terms of a talent perspective, I think JJ McCarthy might be walking into the best situation between him, Drake, Jayden, and Caleb. Just in terms of pure talent around him, that's insane, bro. I mean, you're pairing JJ with the number one wide receiver in the league. Jordan Addison ain't no slouch as a number two. I mean, he give you multiple games of over $150, 2 touchdowns if you let him take the top off the defense. So if their defense is legit, Minnesota's going to be a problem, especially in the North.
Yep. They better take this fourth and giving them a 2. They want a 2 and a 9. I believe Adam going to find a way to get more draft picks. Y'all going to be mad when B-Rob start next season. Jalen Cobb's QB1, A-Rod.
I'm good off B-Rob now.
I think A-Rod going to the Vikings too.
What?
I mean, because I think that's the last that's what the reports was he was hoping on. And right, because right now it's just either the Giants or the Steelers.
Yeah,
that's just been it's like whichever one of those two he would have chose, Russell would have had the other one.
The only reason why I don't see him going to Minnesota,
and now Minnesota opened up the window. They're gonna meet with Aaron Rodgers.
But he would have to be going there knowing he's guaranteed to be QB1. And now then the question raises, so you sitting JJ a full another year?
I mean, I don't know where he's going to be. He had to have a second surgery. I mean, they said the
They say he's
offseason.
going to be healthy, right, in the spring?
That's what they said, but you never know. You don't want to rush that.
Yeah.
You don't want to rush that. He'll be following the Brett Favre path. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. That'd be insane, though. They follow the exact same path as Brett Favre. It'd be crazy. Yep, running game and defense.
I'm surprised Devontae left them already and went to the Rams.
They did sign Fries for that. What was it? 5-year, $88 million?
Yeah, 88.
Hold on, what the Commanders talking about? Oh, just talking about Debo.
They've been hyping up this Debo trade.
They put that joint out right at 400. Like soon as 400 hit, they dropped that jump.
They couldn't wait to announce that.
Steelers or Giants. I don't care. Like, you go to the Giants. They don't put no fear in my heart at all.
I don't know why the Giants don't just like draft a quarterback. Like why do you continue to pick in the top 7 to top 10 and not draft a quarterback?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't. All right, B-Rob. Seems like you want to get right into B-Rob. How you feel about this running back room?
I think it's mediocre overall. I think, you get a little bit of pop with Austin Eckler, because of what he provides in the passing game and the running game. But I don't think you have a legitimate every down back. I think Chris Rodriguez is okay. I know they just re-signed Jeremy McNichols, I think, to a 1-year deal. But you don't have an every down back there, especially in this conference. I mean, it's a ton of top-end running backs. Even in the division, you're in a division where you got Saquon Barkley across the street. So you got to have something where you're able to prove a threat on the ground. I don't think we have that right now. I would draft one just because I've heard the running back class is so deep that, you can wait potentially 2 to 3 rounds and then take your running back, and he might be a starting caliber running back in the league. So I think it's mediocre overall outside of Austin Eckler. He's also getting older, and he's coming off of another neck injury. Right, that's like 2 or 3 neck injuries in the past couple of years. You're talking about a guy that already, when he was coming here, people were pointing the finger at him saying he couldn't stay healthy. Yeah, he's still a solid guy, but can he stay on the field for you? Because that's the best ability is availability.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave us a lot of solid games. Like, he is one of the biggest reasons why we won certain games was because of his production, his ability to block. But I don't know what his health looks like going forward. And he's older, right? So they need to draft a young kid that's a versatile back, sort of like a Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is like the perfect model for a running back within the league, right? He's strong. One guy's not taking that dude down, and he's very shifty, so he can cut in and out. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I think it's very mediocre at the moment.
Yeah, I think they go running back in the draft. I'll be surprised if they don't. I don't see them moving off of B-Rob. The running backs you got to have 5-6 running backs going into camp. I think all these guys are going to be here, plus the rookie. They might sign somebody else too. You never know. And then they'll kind of battle it out throughout the playoffs, and we'll just see how it shapes out.
100%.
But I don't think B-Rob is going to be RB1 though.
This year?
Yeah, this year coming up. I don't think he's going to be RB1, but I still think he'll be on the team.
Yeah. I mean, so you're saying you think whoever we draft will be RB1? DeMarcus Lawrence is signing with Seattle.
Good. I ain't got to worry about him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because I don't see them making Austin Eckler obviously running back 1.
No, not at all.
I don't see him taking that many snaps.
Good.
So yeah, probably whoever they draft, to be honest.
That's the only thing with Tua, man. Like he just, if you in college fumbling, that's just that. I don't know what you're gonna do about that. Like that's absolutely a problem. You fumbling in college, that's definitely gonna drop your stock. I don't care how well you show out at the combine. That's just not
100%.
going to work. That's just not going to work at all. All right, what about the wide receivers? How do you feel about, I feel that we still don't have a number 2 wide
Yeah.
receiver. Debo's more of a gadget guy, jack of all trades, kind of do everything.
Mhm.
So how do you feel about the wide receiver room?
I think right now, I think that it's good. It's not great, right? Like you have your true wide receiver one, in Terry, who can kind of do, he's your outside one, obviously. And then, like you said, you got Debo Samuel, who's kind of like your Curtis Samuel, if you will. Like he's a Swiss Army knife. Like a lot of counters, a lot of jet sweeps. There's a lot of different things, you can use Debo Samuel in. Um, I agree with you though. I think that after him and Terry, it's just a very big drop off in talent in terms of Luke McCaffrey, Noah Brown, Diami, who obviously just went to Jacksonville, is very
Mhm.
mid. So I know there's a couple guys in the draft. Obviously, everybody gives me flake for it, but I think Tez Johnson, from Oregon, I think you can get him late, around third or fourth round, right? You don't have to take now your wide receiver in the first round. I get it. Guys like Luther Burden, and some of those other cats in that first round are very, very good. But again, if we don't get guys like Trey Hendrickson, or I think you need to draft an edge or even a corner in the first round that is elite. Um, because again, you made the NFC Championship game with a very mediocre wide receiver room. So I know Jayden is going to make them better no matter who they put in the room. I'm not saying necessarily give them C level players, but you don't need to go all out at this point. If they go and get like a Cooper Cup, I think that'd be cool, right? Yes, he's a little older, and you got probably like the 29, 30-year-old wide receiver room, but that's three veterans at the end of the day. I mean, that's three wide receivers who could be wide receiver ones on numerous teams. And like them dudes healthy, I think healthy is the biggest thing, because it's like you can't knock Cooper Cup or Debo when they're healthy. They give some of the most production you're gonna get out of a wide receiver in terms of scrimmage yards. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of with you. I still think we don't have a true number 2, right? Like you need another outside wide receiver that poses a threat across from Terry. I think that's probably coming via the draft at this point, if they don't surprise us all and go get Cooper Cup. I think you muted.
Yeah, D-Law to the Seahawks. I didn't want him here, so I'm glad he gone to the Seahawks. um, but yeah, man, the Cooper Cup thing is very interesting. I just like I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't be upset about it, right?
Right.
But um Cooper Cup, Debo, Eckler, and Ertz,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of work in the same area.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
kind of work in the same area. Cooper is a little more, he gives you a little more of the route tree. He gives you more stuff towards the sideline. He can do that very, very well. He's a route technician. He can get open right off the line of scrimmage. All of those good things. And we know what Ertz can do, working the seams, getting over top of the linebacker, fitting right in between if it's a two safety look. He can do those things. Ertz out the backfield, middle, left, right. He can do it all out the backfield. He can give you some stuff up the sidelines. Debo is all over, right?
Yeah.
He get you out the backfield, and he's like,
Swiss Army. He's literally
yeah, yeah,
Curtis
yeah,
Samuel 2.0.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, actually, Curtis Samuel's Debo 2.0 in a sense.
yeah.
But like he can give you Eckler and he can give you Summer Cup and he can give you Summer Ertz.
Right.
That's who Debo is, right? So he absolutely fits, but it's just the cup. I wouldn't mind it, but I will wonder how Cliff will kind of cook that up with all those, because they're going to be able to field at the same time
Right.
multiple times. So I just wonder how he's going to cook that up.
You're
Right.
also banking a lot on them not getting hurt, right? Like you mentioned it, like a lot of them
Oh
do
yeah,
similar
that's how we
things.
talking. Yeah, most
They're
definitely.
also older, right? So, if you miss some of these guys, they may be out for an extended period of time, And if you invest so much into these wide receivers, they go out, you looking around, you got to bump up a guy like Luke McCaffrey to wide receiver too. I don't know how that's going to go. So yeah, I'm with you. I don't think that it would raise like it wouldn't raise the room to like an elite level. And again, it might even crowd the room, too much. Like you said, it's too many guys doing the same thing.
Yeah. CeeLo, what's good, man?
What's good? What's good?
Was
Hopefully you
good.
guys can hear me okay.
Yeah, how you feeling, man?
Hey, another day. Another day closer to that next championship. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Happy new NFL New Year.
Yeah. D-Law got 3 at 42 million, bro.
Yeah, 18 million guaranteed.
That's insane. I'm not mad at Peters, man. Somebody on the timeline right now, why we couldn't do that? We got the money. I guarantee you. Somebody's on the timeline right now. Come on, why we didn't do that? We got the money.
Every move that we don't make, people get mad at in the fan base for why AP didn't do that.
Seattle, CeeLo.
But didn't we do Kinlaw for 45? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, 3 at 45.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 15 mil per year.
Yep. But I think
same money.
Yeah.
Yeah. D-Law like 33 though. How old is Kinlaw? 30?
29, I think.
Yeah.
I think it'd be 30 in December.
Yeah. Yeah, Kinlaw's what? Yeah, Kinlaw's yeah.
The streets are saying Kinlaw is Jonathan Allen 2.0. He's just younger. He's a younger Jonathan Allen.
Well, that'll work. At least he ain't worse. So what y'all think about that? What you think about that, Cash? The whole thing about we haven't really upgraded. We're just moving lateral.
I don't mind it, right? Like, I don't think that it's a huge step forward necessarily. But again, I think the biggest thing is building the culture and not going south. Like, that's the one thing you don't want to do is go south right now. And again, they already made 2 big moves. They made the splash move with Laramie Tunsil protecting Jayden's blind side now for hopefully the next 5 to 6 years if he stays healthy. So they sent a lot of picks for Laramie Tunsil. They got Deebo Samuel for a 5th, so they are making moves. I don't mind the move. I think you're paying for Javon's upside. I think that's the biggest thing is you're not paying him for what he's done in the league so far because it's not a lot. Like he's coming off a season where he had 4.5 sacks with the Jets. Wasn't really an impact outside of the sacks. He had some pressures, but his numbers don't jump off the charts at you. So I'm not mad because you got rid of Jonathan Allen, but you got me a replacement right away that's younger than him. So you got younger at the position, a lot of upside to him, and he's previously worked with Adam Peters when he was in San Francisco. So he already understands AP and what AP wants to get done. But I do think they still need to address the line, and again, they got to get an edge, preferably an elite edge, to pair with them.
Yeah, I don't think Ojulari is going to. I think it's not so much improve individually, but maybe as a unit. Because I think so far, I think we can say we improved a little as a unit. I don't know if you saw they picked up Eddie Goldman. Pretty big guy. I think he's like 6'5", 350, something like that. Big guy. Took the COVID year, came back, retired a couple years. Came back last year, played in all 17 games, started 13. His numbers he ain't got a lot of numbers. His numbers is not good in a sense, but I think he's one of those players where you got to see what the guys beside him is doing. Because some teams like that nose tackle that's just kind of take 2 blocks. You're not going to see an assist like in hockey when he's doing that, right? But that's a tape. You have to watch the tape to really see how he's impacting the game. So hopefully when we watch the tape on him, it'll show that. But I know Younger can play. Like I seen him in DC play. following FSU. So I know Youngin can play. I've seen Youngin play, but we just got to see what he's able to give us. Cuddy up, wow. He almost 40. Cuddy crazy. His contract ain't that crazy. We could cut bait in 2 years. Kinlaw, hold on. Kinlaw 27? No, Kinlaw ain't 27. Hold up. You know what? You might be right.
Yeah, he's 27.
If he's only 27, hey, that's that upside. You got young.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he is a couple years younger than Allen. That's right.
Yeah.
It's Kurt. You're right. You're right. What's up, Alfred? How you feeling, man? The Browns have to trade some players because their cap space is garbage. What you say about the cap, CeeLo?
6'4", 335.
It don't exist. It don't exist.
What's up, Terrence? Think it's your first time comment. Appreciate you, bro. 6'4", 335. Huge dude, man. I can't wait to watch some of that Atlanta tape. All right, man. I think all of our sign is official, right? I mean, it's well, no, not really.
They didn't announce the Laramie signing yet.
Yeah, Laramie is not because they probably got to come in and do their physical and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They probably got to get there, do their physicals and stuff. So how you feeling about that trade, Cash? For
Laramie?
Yeah.
It's great. That's that's probably the best trade Washington has made in recent memory. You being honest. I don't think anyone's seen it coming.
Cowboys trading somebody again. Hold on. Cowboys is finishing stages of a trade for Titans linebacker Kenneth Murray. As a team are swapping late round picks. That's what they did with the Khalil dude from Buffalo. So okay, this is how the Cowboys filling out their roster. Little pick swap.
Linebacker Kenneth Murray. I don't think that moves the bar, but that dude does. But yeah, I think Laramie. I think he's a great player. I think the only knock on him and what I was looking at was his penalties last year. He led the league in penalties. He had 19 of them. A lot of false starts. He had 3 or 4 illegal formations in the same game, where he had 6 penalties on himself in one game. So that's the only cause for concern for Laramie. Is can he reel those back? Now, I've heard other people say it also had to do with who he was playing alongside. So maybe, him coming here playing with guys like Biotish, Cosme, Wiley, and now Brandon Coleman going into his second year, maybe that'll help because I think we got a better offensive line than Houston does. Yeah, man, I like it a lot. I think he'll be here for 5 to 6 years if he can stay healthy. And you don't have to worry about that left tackle position now for a pretty long time.
Take it for Eli's second cousin is crazy. They ain't trying to get Archie, man. The Vikings game, he has 6. So, let's talk about those penalties. So, I talked with a Texans reporter earlier, and 12 of those 19 penalties came in the first 4 games. And you notice one of this one game, he had 6 of them.
Yeah.
And he was saying the fans and they were so mad because he didn't do the training camp thing, right? He wasn't there at training camp, he didn't do all that. So they was saying that the start that he had was because of him getting in a football shape.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Not so much him not. And another thing he mentioned was about a couple years ago, they had to actually pay him to come to training camp. So they reworked his deal to put cash on him coming to training camp, which is insane, which is crazy to me, right? For them to do that. But that got out. I mean, some teams probably, some players probably do that or whatever the case may be, injury guarantees or whatever. And then that was it. And then there was 6 or 7 like that the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying?
So literally a quarter of it came in one game and then just was kind of hovering around. Yeah, that's actually pretty elite if you think about it for most of the season.
And that Vikings, the game that he had all of those penalties, they were saying that it's like every one of those penalties came on a big play from Houston.
Mhm.
The illegal formations.
So it
And
was
they
kind
and
of
there's
like
like the crazy.
like the worst time possible.
Yeah, but they were saying like the whole, cheating and all that stuff. Because they was like he lined up exactly because they watched it the next day or whatever, and there was reports started coming out that he lined up exactly the same way every single time in that game.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not worried about him at all in terms of like the extracurricular stuff. And again, like what you were mentioning, because I remember that Adam Schefter was saying, or no, not Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport was reporting that they weren't necessarily shopping Laramie Tunsil, but that they were contacting, different teams that they knew needed a tackle, and basically saying, hey, if the price is right, we're willing, to deal him. And it was more so because of like the financial situation, like you were mentioning, them restructuring his contract. Yeah, I think he's trying to get a bag, dude. Like he deserves the bag. He's one of the better left tackles in the entire league. He's still in his prime, so it's like pay the dude or let me go. And I think them not seeing eye to eye kind of led to him sitting out of training camp, not wanting to give them everything that he's got. He probably played out this last year and knew, hey, they're gonna end up dealing me next year anyways. Yeah, but I'm not worried about any of the extra stuff with Laramie.
Yeah, me either. Vikings game. Poster King, what's up, man? That's why I think Peters got him a contract year. He will have no other choice but get back up, play back up. All of them was first 3-4 weeks of the season. Yep. Didn't do from Texas say he had 12 of them. Yep, that's what he said. Left tackle is a great investment to play. Of course, sounds like resentment. Yeah, it was a lot of drama. And it wasn't really a lot of drama. It was really blown out of proportion. We'll get more into that a little later. So it said Russell Wilson is going to visit the Browns and the Giants this week.
I'm about to see Russell twice a year.
Oh my gosh.
Russell Wilson.
I'm sure we're willing to give him at least $24 million if that's what they allegedly offer Stanley.
He way better than Stanley.
Yeah. That whole thing was just weird. I think somebody said something. I think somebody said something that wasn't supposed to say anything, and they had to nip that in the bud real quick. Because I'm sure this happens all the time, bro.
Yeah, they were saying us and the Chiefs both illegally tampered with him, and they was offering him like 22, and we upped the bid, offering him 24.
It was another team too. It was 3 teams, I remember. So I'm sure somebody said something they weren't supposed to say, and it seemed like it was Breer, because he's on a little "that's not what I meant" campaign, talking to different people and taking phone calls and all that stuff, making corrections. So I think it probably was Breer. He probably said something he wasn't supposed to say.
And none of that stuff is on his page.
No. It all came through like little podcasts, or if he was on somebody's show or something when he said it. But now he's taking call-ins. I think Grand Danny called him too, I think. And some other places. And he keeps saying, no, it was conceptual. That's what they were probably willing to pay and all that other stuff. Yeah, all right. Because I'm sure that happens, bro. I'm sure that happens all the time, man. Like, come on, man. You got these agents you got these agents that they represent players on the same team. So if I'm in a room and I'm trying to work out a deal with one player, but I got Stanley over here, and I know you need a tackle. After we talk about him, so how much you willing to get Stanley? I mean, 24, 25. Like I'm sure that stuff happens, bro. Like I'm sure it happens, man. And Brig got caught up in it. So yeah, if he want to get that inside scoop on stuff, he got to keep his mouth closed. If you don't see him with no notifications and no breaking news for a couple months, you know why. They got him on timeout. Default got the whole, yeah, he got me, bro. I still don't know why I was blocked. Somebody said I got caught on a chain block. Like I didn't even know what a chain block was, but shout out to the
blocking
chain
the
block.
fan base.
Yeah, like last month or couple months ago, he went on a whole blocking spree. And I got caught up in it. I ain't never do it. Man, his pops was cool on the timeline. Like, man, this pop's cool. So I don't know why he blocked me. So I don't know, man.
He's crashing out.
I don't know, man. Yeah, Cash, before we let you go, man, like what else do you want to see for the rest of this free agency? Or are you like, man, whatever it is, what it is?
2 words, bro. 2 words. Trey Hendrickson. Bro. Washington, I don't remember the last time I've ever heard a name in Washington that had 17 and a half sacks in a season. And we're talking about a dude who's not done it once, but he's done it twice. So even if you thought the first time was a fluke, he did it again. Bro, this is an elite edge rusher. That to me right now, like all the focus should be on that dude and getting him in Washington and locking him up for the next 3 to 4 years. The rest of them, I don't really care, to be honest. I trust Adam Peters, so whatever moves he make, that's just what we gonna roll with. He's so far so good from AP. So yeah, at the end of the day, in Adam Peters we trust.
What about the draft?
What
do you want? What do you want? Let's just say we don't get Hendrickson. I like, for me, I don't think any wide receiver that's left on the market put me in a position to be like, I'm not going to draft the wide receiver. So let's say we don't get Hendrickson, we don't trade for like Higgins.
Right.
Let me see what else we need. We don't get a safety like a Justin Simmons or somebody. What would you do? And so, is it anybody on the board you wouldn't trade back for?
At that point, if you're not able to get any of those names that you just named, I would just try to get as many draft picks as possible now. And you basically just go BPA at that point, right? Kind of similar to what they did last year, just going best player available at that time. And I think that's how you do it if you can't make another splash move, like you said, for a T. Higgins, or if they don't get Cooper Kupp, they don't get Trey Hendrickson. I think you just load up on draft capital, trade back after the first night. Because again, I think right now they only have 5 picks. I think the goal should probably try to get to around 6 or 7. If you can get to 6 or 7 draft picks, I think you're in a really good position.
What about kicking the 7?
Yeah, man, sure, man. Because I know that's what you want. I don't got no pushback at the moment. But didn't they just re-sign old boy to a 1-year deal?
That's a little money.
Man, hey, if Adam Peters say, hey, we're going to get a kicker in the 7th, then all right, AP, I guess we're going to get a kicker in the 7th. But I tell you what, Deuce, playoffs on the line and I need a kick, you better make that kick, because I know who do make them kicks.
Just barely.
It worked. The don't hurt around the world, man. We'll take those.
Oh, man. All right, Cash, appreciate you, man. I will see you tomorrow.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Catch you tomorrow, man.
Be easy.
Peace. Oh, man. Oh, what they hold on, let me get this. Oh, boy. Command Mob here. Oh, Lord. Oh, Command Mob is here. Yeah, we got to start shopping there, man. We got to spend a little bit more money. A lot of Leon Sankowski inside. Command Mob, you better leave them PFF grades alone, man. Like I'm not. What's up, Yam? How you feeling, man? I'm not giving them a first. I think if someone offered them a first, I think Hendrickson will be gone by now. Like I can't. And then it's worse because you got to pay him. And he's worth more because 2 ends got 2 edge rushes, and they're all in the same tier, right? I mean, of course, Max and the dude with the bad ankles that Coleman shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, they are better than him, but he's right there. So It's not about who's better, but it's about who's next man up if you're in that tier. No, I don't think he's going to get 40, but that 30 we was thinking about has probably moved up a little bit. What you think?
I agree. I agree. I think there's no way that anybody's giving up a first for him. He's 30 years old, I think. Very, 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 very effective pass rusher. He's legit in the pass rush. I don't know about his run stopping abilities and stuff like that, setting the edge, but he definitely is a pass rushing machine. I don't see a first going for him. I just don't.
Me either, man. I'm not willing to pay that.
At least not from Adam Peters.
Yeah, I know that's what they want, Kirk, but I don't think that's what they're gonna get.
Right.
If they do, it might come post-draft. Maybe it's a team out there that's really want a specific edge guy, and they're willing to put, you know what I'm saying? And if they couldn't get him, saying, you know what, let's circle back and see what's up with Hendrickson. Right. And then you're dealing with next year's first. I think more people will be more inclined to give up next year's after if you miss out on something you really wanted in April. But I just don't see no team giving up a first. And they say the first plus. I'm not, man. I do a second and a fourth, something like that. But I gotta pay him 33 million probably. So I don't know if I don't think that's me, man. I don't think that's me, man.
I do think edge is definitely a top priority, man. I don't know where they're gonna get him from, whether it's some trade that we can't, maybe it's not even interesting. Maybe we think about some other trade we can't see in front of our faces right now. Mm-hmm. Just like the Tunsil trade. Maybe he's working on some stuff in the background, but I can't believe they're going to go into the draft with this dire of a need at edge. I got to believe something cooking in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know who though.
I'm not trying to go down the panic road, but let's be honest, man. Like, I mean, the people that we're gonna sign from here on out, it's not gonna be like huge needle movers. I mean, you can make some signings that because like as of right now, I think the D line is better. It's a better room than what it was last year, just based off of projection, maybe. And that's just not because of individual talent, but because of more talent. The wide receiver room, I think, is better. I think Debo is better than 2-3 of those guys put together from last year. The tight end room was one of the rooms I said I didn't think would change. That's the same. Looks like the quarterback room is going to be the same. I think they'll bring Driscoll in, just like what they had last year. What you think, man? It's like so far, it's not. I can't really say, oh yeah, this position group was way better than what it was last year. Not right now.
I'm going to say the one position group that's way better, even without Cosme, is going to be offensive line.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I feel like.
Of course.
We good.
Oh yeah.
We good. I will probably disagree a little bit on D-line. I don't see Dante Fowler, as much as we may not like him, that's 10 sacks, right? We don't have that right now as of today.
That's true.
But can we at least improve interior wise? Maybe we did, right? Younger guy, a little bit more stout. Both guys we just picked up, they got 15, 20 pounds on Jonathan Allen. So maybe that's going to help out in the run game. So maybe we got better in the run support world. I gotta see more when it comes to rushing the passer before I can say they're unequivocally better. But everything else I agree with, though. I think, yeah, I agree. Wide receiver much better. QB room, Obviously, I think Jay's going to get better, et cetera, et cetera.
There'll be a few more shootouts with a better secondary. AP is in the lab now with that splash deal of for an edge. We'll see, because it could be some stuff bro, who saw Tunsil coming?
Exactly.
We up here trying to get Stanley, and he was signed back. So like, all right, well, is it a tackle out there? Like we trying to what's going to happen? We're gonna do that guard while Cosme is out. We will bring Sheriff back. We get Morgan Moses and all that. So I don't know, right? But now with the Tunsil deal came out of nowhere, and that improved the whole O-line by moving some pieces around.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it helps. It helps. You can argue it helps the tight end room a little bit, right? Because now you ain't got to worry about chipping on one side. It helps the running backs coming out of the backfield, at least on the left side for now. We ain't got to worry about chipping. You know what I'm saying? So that does help, and I think that does helps a lot. Because secondary is better just to healthy Marshawn. Yeah, go ahead. What you about to say?
I mean, you never know. We could be trade. We could be working a trade in the background for TJ Watt. I mean, you just never know. You just let's shoot for the stars. I mean, you never know. You just never know.
I mean, and you can't balk. You can't balk at it.
That's like
we just got a top 5 left tackle.
You just never know, man. Like you just,
need an edge that can stop the run too. The guy Will Harris, I was talking to the guy earlier. And he's very good at stopping the run. Like he's very good at setting the edge. He kind of told me, when you remember Landon Collins, when he finally accepted being that linebacker type role, big nickel, whatever they want to call it. Before he got hurt and Defoe came in that last season, man, Landon was balling. He was all in the backfield, making tackles all over the place. That's what he kind of say that the guy Will Harris is kind of similar to that. But we can't rely on no safety stopping the run. Like we need edge rushers. We need these deep tackles to come upfield. And right now, bro, we ain't got it, man. We ain't got it.
Not right now. Hey, where are all these people that want to go play with Jayden?
I was thinking about that too, because Shefty had put out a little story when he was like, you would have never thought you would have never heard this in the Snyder era. People wanting to come play in Washington. Man, unless Peters really and that's the thing. Like, is Peters? I mean, is he? I said Oliver to the Jets cornerback. Is he really that on a number for people that he's not coming off? Like he talked with his people and they say, you know what? This is the number for him, and we're not moving.
I think so, man. Specifically for certain position groups. I'm starting to, now it's only year 2, but I'm starting to think they do not value safeties. I'm like, you had this is probably one of the better free agent safety classes in a little while. And
yeah, that's true.
They were not budging. And those contracts in the safety market world were very reasonable. So I think they just don't value that position right now, bro. You got the 1-year deal you had with Chin. He moved on. They got a really low value, contract with Will. So I just think they just don't look at that as a premium position.
And maybe they don't.
That's just one example. There might be some others like that too.
And you make a great point. What if this is going to be their motto? I mean, have we locked down their motto for the safety position? As in, we're
Right.
only working with rookie contracts or 1-2 year deal safeties. Is this going to be their motto? Maybe.
You
I
almost
mean
want
that's
to.
good business.
Yeah, especially if it works, right? I mean, I think Chen worked. That worked. If you 1 year, you got a very, very, very effective Chen. He was healthy. He locked down that strong safety position. Quan did his thing. They were interchangeable in some cases. I think it worked out. So we're gonna have to see how the whole unit plays together, if that's a good model. But I think that's one of them. I don't know about some other positions. That's definitely one of them.
I mean, they just let Justin Reed go. They weren't trying to pay him again. They paid Trent McDuffie, but he's a corner. They let the other guy go. So it just depends, man. I guess you look at the value of the positions and you try to see how much money am I willing to put towards it, especially if you're not elite talent. So what's that to say about Quan? I mean, he's a young guy. I think he, I think he had a pretty good game, a pretty good year. I think he's a pretty good player. But is he enough? Is he a premium guy that you're willing to pay premium money to? You willing to give him 3 year 45, 3 year 50, something like that next year? I don't know. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know either. Yeah. Some of them, it's a little surprising. Some of this, the way it's unfolding. Like, obviously, guys got to want to go out there and try to get the most money they can. So clearly, like, they have not brought back as many return guys as I thought. I just knew they were going to start to, ink. Now it's only day one of free agency, so plenty of time. But I'm surprised you didn't really see. You saw Wags, Ertz, Mariota, almost right away in the kicker, and Tressway. But I thought you may see guys like Igbo pretty quickly. I mean, that's just, to me, that's like a no-brainer.
But like what I'm hoping, Sheila, is those guys like that we know of.
Yeah.
Like the agent text Shefty, hey, look, Igbo signed a 1 year, blah, blah, blah. Shefty, like, yeah, all right, I got something else to do. Like, is he gonna take time to tweet that out? Is that important enough for Shefty and them to tweet that out? I mean, is it important for like JP and Cam and them?
No, but it is. Right. I think Cam and them will be the first to break something like that, because that's not something that probably Adam's going to really care about. But I feel like those guys, but there's no rush. I'm pretty sure there's not that big of a market for Igbo, but he had a good year. So, Chen, I thought Chen was a lock. I was like, I'm like, that's like, you get some continuity. So, yeah, man, maybe some of these position groups just ain't like, but then they went and traded for Marshawn. So I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know about that market. Like, what's some? I guess so. But I think a market is we gotta define a market. I absolutely think Igbo had a market. Former first round pick, got cut, came into a whole different role that he's never played before, and he's pretty good. And he's still one of the hottest positions to play, and he's still young. So I know he has a market. Default, maybe. But what's the market though? 3 teams?
I don't think I'm not
3, 4 teams.
Yeah, he got a 1 year deal. I'm not. Yeah.
I don't know about default.
They ain't like.
Yeah, I think Igbo got a market for sure. Irvin Magic Johnson. I enjoyed sitting down with our star quarterback Jayden Daniels and his mom Regina Jackson, talking today about this upcoming season and life after football. Commander fans, we have a true leader. It was great to get to know Jayden off the field and listen to his mom's vision for his brand.
Magic talking about life after football. I said, chill out. Chill out, Magic. I want to hear that.
Yeah, but Defo, yeah, that was before 4:00.
Man, Monday is a new free agent start period, man. I don't even know why we bother with this 4 p.m. Wednesday stuff.
Because I mean, the last few years, people have been reneging.
Well, it definitely had a few. You had one.
Yeah,
you had was it
Buffalo?
Bosa?
JD, yeah. JD McKenzie. You remember he did it to Buffalo?
Oh, McKenzie did it too. That's right.
Yeah, and they was mad at us. So they remember we supposed to do the training camp drink, and he was like, they was mad.
The coach even said so. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, there's a couple. So you gotta wait to get that sign, and then physicals, right? Like they gotta come in and take these physicals too. Whatever physicals look like, if they're gonna pass them or not.
That's
so
true. You always got one or two that don't quite pass.
Because remember, man, we had. Let me see, who was that? Dunbar. Right? Didn't Dunbar miss out on a lot of money from an accident or something? Didn't he have like a
nah, he ain't miss out. He had a criminal situation.
Dunbar had a criminal. Okay, who was that? That cut their foot?
You thinking about Breland?
Ah, Brashad Breeland cut his foot.
Breland. You think about
and
with
Breeland cut. Okay, Breeland cut his foot. And what about the white receiver? Something happened with him too. What is his name, man? Yeah, I mean he was all right. He was good slot guy. And something happened with him too. Man, I forgot.
He was under Jay Gruden, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't talking about.
Ain't Jayden under the Nike brand already, or the Jordan brand?
I thought he
was. Ain't he under a brand? I know they keep teasing it. I don't know if it's. I mean, trailer though. I don't know if it's official or not. Oh yeah, okay. Cuddy says Nike. Oh, now we ain't talking about Monte Nicholson. We know Monte Nicholson, but he got in a car accident, didn't he? Didn't somebody pass away in a car accident? Monte Nicholson. Oh no, that was. Or was that Everett?
No, that was
the safety dude.
The safety. You might be right. That might have been
Monte Nicholson and Everett. Like it was like two different situations.
I actually think Jamin Davis is part of that too. But yeah.
Oh, it came out after after that DUI. They were saying that he was also involved in that whole thing.
Yeah. That was kind of
really too much said. There wasn't too much said after that. Yeah, Everett, Jamin. Yeah, Everett girl died. That's right. I don't know, man. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about.
Was it Trey Quinn? Trey
Quinn, that's his name. Something happened with his money too. I forgot what it was though.
Yeah.
It's like all that stuff kind of happened around the same time.
Yeah, the number one priority is getting Jamar Chase re-signed to a huge number. And Duke Tobin, the lead Bengals exec, said at the combine he is going to be the top non-quarterback in the league. And that's still the plan there. The number is just going up. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Oh,
that number at $40 million. And so now the Bengals have
Benjamin St. Juice agreed to a 1-year deal with the San Diego Chargers. Clap it up, BSJ. Congratulations. You. Oh, we play them next year too, don't we? Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. We play them next year too. Okay. Congrats, St.
I know he'd
Juice.
be. I know he'd be in somebody's camp.
Oh, veteran cornerback Jonathan Jones to the Commanders on a 1-year deal. After 9 years and 11 interceptions in New England, Jones heads to the NFC East.
Okay. Where was he at before?
New England. He was in New England.
Okay.
All right, let's see what that look at Cuddy. The timeline probably going crazy. Y'all crazy, man. Timeline probably going crazy. All right, let me see. Let me play this.
Have to eclipse that 40 million number for Jamar Chase, but everybody I talked to believes that deal will get done. Now, T. Higgins, obviously, he got slapped with the franchise tag for the second straight year. He is not happy about it. A little bit of their slow start. So both of those receivers, they would love to get back, but the numbers are going to be very high. And I'll end with this. Trey Hendrickson, their top pass rusher, asked and was granted permission to seek a trade. Also checked with some teams there and was told that the asking price for Trey Hendrickson is also very high. The Bengals are asking for a first-round pick and more, I was told, and teams are waiting that out and hoping that market drops a little bit when the Bengals come down and maybe they can get that top pass rusher, Trey Hendrickson, from Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm not doing 100. I mean the first round pick, bro. I'm sorry, I can't cut it. I can't cut it. All right, let's see. Jonathan Jones. Let's see what he looks like. That's crazy, like BSJ out, Jonathan Jones in, just like that, right behind each other. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're not bringing back a lot of these dudes, man. It's kind of. I knew that they weren't gonna bring back BSJ, but
who else? I mean, who else are we waiting for? Let me see. Do you have a list?
So guys like Cleveland Farrell.
Don't want him.
I'm not saying I want him. I'm just saying, Dante Fowler.
Yeah, I want him back. Different role.
What's the Sheldon Day?
I want him back.
Igbo.
Yep.
We got back. OZ.
Yep, I want OZ back.
We got back Zach Ertz. We got back Bobby Wagner. We got back Nicholson, which I couldn't care less about that. Sorry.
Oh. 53 targets, 40 catches, 535 yards, 13 yards per catch. Gave up 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, 3 passes broken up. And the longest was 69, 213 yak yards.
Hey.
He had a much better 23 though. That's a lot, bro. But again, it's a BSJ replacement, right? He's better than BSJ. He's better than Michael Davis.
He's definitely he's a little smaller than BSJ, but he's definitely better. His numbers are better for sure.
Benjamin St. Juice is gone. I think people would be happy about that.
Man, he probably was. He probably was counting down the days. Boy, we were treating that dude.
Yeah, we did, Alfred. We got Mariota back. Shout out to Mariota. $2 million cheaper too. BSJ is out of here. All right, let me see. I'm quite sure Vino probably dogging him.
All right, so he played mostly outside. He's an outside guy, but he did play 100 out of the 716 snaps. He did play 166 in the slot, but
Okay.
404 were outside. He played a little bit of free safety, but that's probably like in cover three, like a lot of guys do. Yeah, I mean he's a veteran, man. He's been around a little bit. I just don't want. I hope he's a BSJ replacement, not a Michael Davis replacement. That's all I got to say.
Because I was looking at Michael Davis numbers, like I was like, oh nah, I ain't like him off the rip.
Oop.
I was like, oh no. I mean, he my goodness. Yeah, I remember his. Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, this is horrible. Yeah. 93 targets, 61 catches, 788 yards, 12 yards, 13 yards a catch, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception, 7 pass. I was like, oh nah, this dude. They pick on this dude all the time,
Bro. And he actually
that's what I was
played.
like. And he looked just like them numbers too.
Sure did.
He looked
Sure
just like
did.
them numbers. St. Juice is gone. Mark Bullock said surprising move, undersized corner, more of a slack guy, probably just a depth piece. How is he like this is the thing I'd be kind of confused about when they be looking at heights and stuff. He's played boundary corner, right? His whole career. Let me see what it looks like. Oh no, he's played mostly in the
Definitely
slot.
2024 he did.
Yeah, 24 he did.
Jonathan Jones?
Actually 23, 24, 23, and 22. He played the majority in corner. And before that, he was playing in the slot. Probably when Bill Belichick was there. When Belichick was there, like he's playing in the slot. And then he moved to the boundary. So he's been playing boundary for 3 years. I mean,
First of
and
all,
it ain't
11
like the
years of one
numbers
team is kind
changed.
of crazy.
Yeah, so like how is he undersized when he's played the position, man? Like sometimes I think we just be lazy with some stuff. He said St. Juice agent is a goat. That's crazy. I just think sometimes we kind of lazy with stuff, man.
He didn't play very many snaps in 2021. He might have been injured.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Had a Chargers got St. Juice. Look, everybody did the Chiefs clowning on the Broncos. Shout out.
Oh, he also plays a lot of special teams.
Yeah, man. So whatever. That's one of them whatever moves, I guess. That's one of them, I guess, type moves. You know what I mean? You might not even make the roster. We'll see. Especially to be a slot guy. Now, I if they don't get Igbo back, then that's a downgrade. Jonathan Jones, old guy. You know, he's been on the boundary, been on the outside. He has experience. He is a veteran guy. But I think Igbo's ceiling is higher. I think Jones is who he is. So not having him instead of, I think it's absolutely a downgrade. I think you're right, Vito. Or last year, I remember talking about Jonathan Jones. Maybe it was last all season. Not much, James. Benjamin St. Juice is gone. We signed Jonathan Jones from New England. I guess that's the big news of the day. He said, "Wait, what about St. Juice?" Mr. Whiteside, how you doing, buddy? How you feeling? I know this time of the year probably got to be stressful, a little stressful. But I'm gonna be up there this weekend too, Nick. I'm gonna be in the D, Mr. Whiteside. I'm gonna be up there, man. Yeah, we gotta bring Igbo back, man. Oh my goodness. Woo! The Eagles got AJ Dillon.
Oh man. Dang.
Oh, did he just come back or something? Did he come out from an injury?
Yeah.
Or retired?
Yeah.
Injury or retired? Which one?
I thought it was an injury.
Oh.
From the Packers. He's young.
Look, see, this is the problem. This is what I got problems with, bro. Jonathan Jones arrived as an undrafted free agent from Auburn in 2016, hoping to make the roster. He leaves as a two-time Super Bowl champ, whose play and leadership evolved to the point he would break down the team in the locker room after W's. What does that even mean?
That's agent talk doing his job.
Cooper Kupp did his farewells. Yeah, what's going on with this AJ Dillon thing? Yep, I'll be up that joint, man. Got a birthday celebration dinner up there. I wonder if they'll be able to recreate that same brotherhood vibe they had. I'm sure. I'm sure they will. He was injured. Okay. We need something big to
Yeah,
happen
he
on
had
the
a
defense side of the house. Neck injury? You said a
yeah,
neck injury?
neck injury.
Oh, yeah, I ain't messing. I don't like them drinks. Man, I hope
know.
Eagles don't got it. Appreciate that. Yeah, like I don't know, man. I tell you what, it ain't going the way I thought it would. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going the way I thought it was. This free agency ain't going the way I thought it was. I will say that.
Yeah, it's a little different approach I was expecting. Especially them, mostly, I think for me, I think I was probably relying too much on the 49ers connection. So I just knew we would get one of them dudes. And that did not quite happen that way. We got we got one of the dudes that's like on a different team now. But
Did you see Juan? Look at Juan thingy jiggy. Look in the chat and look at Juan's screenshot. Yeah, it's still too early. Yep, Hulk. He's gone to the Chargers, Hulk. He's gone to the Chargers. Yeah, we thought Ward to be here. Greenlaw.
did you want Hargrave?
I mean, he probably Chin, and then the safety kid we missed out on for Miami that went to the Giants. The dude in Cleveland with the bad ankles. T. Higgins. I mean, a lot of what the fans thought we were gonna do, we done struck out on all them joints, bro.
Fans, national media. I mean, they were all about Commanders as the destination. They were tied. They were linking everybody to us. Myles Garrett was the man. Listen,
here we go. Here we go. He said, "Yep, expected a 49ers reunion."
No, he's not bad. I
I
mean,
just hope. I just hope that that we went into the off season as if Jayden wasn't a force multiplier. Like we went into the off season with a mind that we don't want to put everything on his shoulders. Right? So that way, because he will, right? Like it's all about multiplying, man. Don't bring me C players and D players because Jayden can make them C and B players. Like bring me B player. I still want the B talent and the A talent so Jayden can maximize them. I don't know, man. But again, like the Bears is making some crazy moves, trading this. I mean, because I think their GM is on the hot seat for sure. So he's going to be out there doing, willing to pay a little bit more and trying to get everything done in this season. And this
I wonder if we try to recover some of these picks with another trade. Maybe we try to trade or move like a Deron Payne or a Wiley. You know what I mean? Like I wonder if some other stuff going on that allows AP to get back into the draft and get some of these picks back, or at least be a little bit, because I feel like I know we joke about it. I still think he's a draft first kind of guy. So he's trying to balance that.
Yeah, I don't know.
No way to tell, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because Payne will come with a crazy cap hit. This cap hit
I
is
know.
insane this all season.
know.
Riley, I don't know, 7th. I don't think it's worth it if you get that. Ain't nobody else, man. Unless number 17. But that'll blow everything up.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, all I want is A and B players. Bears just need a quarterback now. Bears just need a quarterback.
That's nasty.
Oh, that's crazy. Philly laid down 55 on our D. We rely too much on JD5. I mean, did we do anything not to get 55? I mean, I know that we didn't help. The offense didn't help the defense at all by giving Philly the ball in our territory. That's pretty simple. Yep, just the 5th. Juan gassing it. Juan gas. Clint, I think it's your first time commenting. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining the podcast and comment. Continue to do so. It just showed how the previous front office screwed us. Too many holes to fill. Yeah, because Adam's riding on the grass. He better freaking start getting some more picks. If Adam driving for the draft, he better do more freaking picks. Hey, they moved the ball way more effectively than Kansas City. Score deceiving in that game. Yeah, because you got the turnovers. Like, they really didn't stop Jayden. But still, man, like, our defense all year just need to get better, especially in the run game. I mean, everything needs to get better, and I just don't think we did anything right now as far as what we saw last year, who was on the team last year, that's going to change anything.
Great.
I mean, we probably got worse. I mean, even though, you know, how we feel about Fowler and Furl and those guys, Fowler did pretty good. He's not who takes his place right now. And I know it's just the first day, actually the first 2 hours of free agency. I get it. It's a lot more to do, a lot of more moves to make. So, well, I'll wait the next week, man. See what everything looks like.
I don't think we realized how effective Fowler would be when we picked him up. So there may be somebody like that out there.
Yeah.
Pass rush specialist. For older.
I mean, yeah, that's true, Jane. Like, we don't know. We don't, and which is fine. That's cool. Like, we have that to hold on to. We don't know, you know, the Kinlaw might all of a sudden have a breakout year. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe. We'll see it. Yeah, I hope Fowler comes back once this market dries up. Woo. Better than Shin. Yeah, I ain't gonna argue. I like it. I like Will better. So you ain't got no argument for me. I absolutely like him better. But we don't even have. I keep forgetting about the Tunsil move. The Tunsil move is so big, bro. It's so big. but it's also kind of like we're ignoring it. It's also kind of like we're ignoring it. Like it happened, but it's like, did it really happen? And they just keep posting all this Debo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, I mean, did it really happen? Yeah, it happened. I just want to fill the roster out. Like, I think Tunsil is one of the best moves he's made in free agency trade in a long time. Yeah, you're right, Jen. It's big, but quiet. But outside of like as far as deep, like we don't do we have a Louisville move? I don't think we got a Louisville move.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tyler Biad, like these are the. Hold on, let me get y'all the list of people that we signed last year.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Biotis or Louvu or.
All right, look, these are the.
Well, I guess Armstrong is.
Yeah, this who we signed on legal tampering last year. Zach Ertz, we got him back. Austin Eckler, we still got him. Dorrance Armstrong, we still got him. Tyler Biadasz, we still got him. Frankie Louisville, we still got him. Brandon McManus, we knew what happened with that. Nick Allegretti, we still got him. Furrow, we don't have anymore. Mariota, we still got him. And Tyler Ott, I think we still got him. So out of that from legal tampering, Jeremy Chin, Dante Fowler, Clean and Farrell, we don't have those three guys. And Zach Ertz, Mariota was the only two of that list that didn't get a 1 year deal. I mean, that got a 1 year deal that's coming back. Now, Vito, Will Harris got a 2 year deal. Will Harris got a 2 year deal. And I think we got to also think about like there is a there's a draft department. There's also a personnel department, right? So they probably like, man, next year free agency gonna be way better than this year free agency. Because with these 1 year deals, that's still opening up you to have that cap space to play next off season too. Oh, and Kinlaw wasn't a 1 year deal either. Kinlaw was a 3 year deal. Yeah, so Kinlaw and Will Harris was multiple years. The guy on the he was a 1 year deal. So yeah, I mean we got a couple, man. Keeping away from long-term contracts. Most GMs can't do that. I see Adam doing he good numbers. Essentially year 2 deal though. I don't know, man. I ain't super excited. Jonathan Jones, some more on him. He be 32 in September. 44 starts the last 3 years. So he has the experience. 2 seasons with 3+ interceptions, 13 passes defense last 2 years. 422 snaps outside, 139 in the slot. That was last year. So I don't know, man. What y'all thinking in the chat, man? I don't know, CeeLo.
I'm trying to stay positive. Trying to stay positive. Trying to let Adam cook. Because I have no idea what they're doing right now in the early part.
He is giving me no indications on which way he's going, bro.
And I'll
Because
admit,
remember
man,
last year, it was like they'd do a few good moves and then they'd do some head scratching moves. It's like they'd give you a little something, get you excited, and then bang. You like, man, what is this? I don't see too much of that this draft. Now, I think the biggest move outside of Panay, about to say Panay Sewell, out of Tunsil was probably BSJ signing with the Chargers. To be honest.
I mean, yeah, I don't really know Ken Law's game like that. I'm so used to Quentin Williams and McDonald, Will McDonald. So I wasn't sure about Ken Law's game until watching the tape. Yeah, bro. Like I don't really know much about Jonathan Jones. Even living in New England all that time, I don't really remember Jonathan Jones too much. The name sounds familiar though.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds familiar with the Patriots. Down through the years, definitely sounds familiar. You said they're trying to stay hopeful. I know the Chargers on my timeline. I know they crashing out.
I can't believe he's going to be a starting. Like he has to be like competing for a job or something. Oh shit!
That's what everybody's saying. I'm not sure about Ken Law and Goldman, but you got bigger. You got bigger for sure. Mike Girardi said Jonathan Jones did whatever was asked of him, and he did it well. Whatever that means.
All right, does somebody get out of here soon?
All right, man. I know I got a chat about to come on in a couple minutes. I'm gonna hang around with him.
All right, brother.
All right, man. I get up with you.
Be easy.
All right, peace. Oh man, how we feeling, y'all? This it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. So one of the things that I learned today from the situation with Laramie Tunsil is that what my little notes at, like just talking about those penalties that he had. Like I said, like 14 of them came within the first 4 games. And the reason for those penalties, from what they were saying was, and all of them, like he had some holding penalties, he had some illegal formation penalties, some offsides penalties, and remember they were really being sticklers for you crazy if you don't ask not to go touchdown. The NFL was being a stickler. A stickler about the illegal formation in the beginning of the year. Remember, if you all can go back to remember the first few weeks, every time they have these new rules that they test out, they always kind of sticklers of it in the beginning of the year and in the preseason. But as the second quarter of the NFL begins to shape out, they not as they I don't say they don't care, but they're not as forceful of those new rules, right? And I think that was the case with him. Okay, we got Caleb trying to come in. 1 second. And that was the case with him. And that, so he had what, 12, I think, in the first 4 weeks, and then they were saying like he didn't come to camp, right? So that's another thing. He's probably trying to get his body in shape. He wasn't used to the new rules. And he got 6 of those penalties in one game. And the crazy thing about that game, I do want to go back and watch that game. They said that he lined up the same way every single snap. Every single snap, he lined up the same way. And still, when they had a big play, or when they created a big play, that's when they threw the flag. Let's bring Caleb in here. So Caleb, what I'm kind of discussing now is Laramie Tunsil and what I learned this morning speaking with the Texans reporter, Texans Jacob, was we're talking about the penalties. And remember last year, yeah, it was the false start and it was the legal formation. Remember, the legal formation was kind of new this past season.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when they have those rules and they put out those new rules, they enforce them more in the preseason and they enforce them more at the beginning of the year, at least a quarter of the football year. Like that, you see it like every week, and that's what it was. Like we were seeing those penalties all the time, the first 4 weeks of the year, right?
Yeah.
So you had that going on with him. Now, mind you, out of the 19, he had like 12 of those in the first 4 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was one thing. And after the when you got into the second quarter, we didn't really see those illegal formations too much. Maybe every now and again you'll see one, but it wasn't enforced as it was in the preseason in the first quarter. And then the second part of that is the false start,
Mm-hmm.
right? Every tackle tries to get a little cheap, right?
Yeah.
We see it all the time. I mean, one of our game-winning touchdowns last year, Trent Scott jumped off sides, but they ain't call it, right? But he got caught with a couple of those. And I think that really depends on the crew, right? Like that really depends on the crew and how they call those. Some crews call it real close to the vest, and some call it a little loose. Like if you're right there or close to it, they're not going to call it. All right, that's the third thing. The second thing. The third thing is he didn't go to camp. He wasn't in camp. So he wasn't in shape. He's out of shape, trying to get back in shape. And that could have contributed to the laziness in that sense. And the last thing, in the Vikings game, when he had like 6 penalties, the crazy thing about that game, from what Jacob was telling me, was he lined up the exact same way every down. The exact same place. He lined up the exact same place. But every time they threw a penalty was a plus yardage in game.
Really? Oh.
So, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to go back and watch the game. I don't think they show penalties all the time, but, well, if I watch the full game, you'll be able to see it. But, I mean, so that's 12 out of the first 4 weeks. All right. So the rest of the time, right? The rest, he only got 6 penalties, 6 or 7 penalties.
Yeah. I mean, I looked at somebody say he's the most penalized player this past
Which is
year.
the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the regular season too, because Pro Football Reference they show these stats, and the regular season he got 13 penalties, 9 false starts, 2 holding. One of them was declined or offsetting. Last year he had 10. No, I'm sorry, he had 11. And the people that was in that group with him was Darnell Wright, Ronnie Stanley had 12 penalties. Jawan Taylor had 19 penalties. And then 2021, he only played 5 games, by the way. He was hurt, I think. But 2022, he had 10 penalties. So people that are in that, you got Lyndon Dickerson had 13. Ikem Ekwonu from Carolina had 11. Tyler Smith for Dallas had 11. Charles Cross had 9. Deion Dawkins, that's another guy who he lines up. They say he lines up offsides sometimes. Lane Johnson, we know what Lane Johnson be doing. He get away with it. But there's some years that even Trent Williams got the same amount of penalties as him. Now, it does, if you want to put it in context, when it happens, it can be the most impactful. Could be a 3rd and 5, and he'll get a false start. It's like, damn, now it's 3rd and 10. So, and then throughout the years, we've had those nagging penalties sometimes where it puts us further back on 3rd downs or 2nd downs. But other than that, like I'll take the penalties for who he is as a player, but I'll take that every day of the week. But you got to look at but that Chiefs game, I think, I don't know. They said he had 9, I think, in one game, which is
that's the Vikings game.
Okay, so the
Vikings game he had 6.
So what about the Chiefs game? There had to have been a game.
Yeah, the Chiefs game. The Vikings game he had 6.
6. Yeah, I mean, other than that, man, like that's his only issue. Because I heard some of the pod this morning talking about the running. Him as a run blocker. If you look at the tape, he can run block. It's not that he can't do it. He can do it. It's just some people say the effort. Some people, nonchalant. But it's going to be interesting how this fits with this team because they want you to be aggressive and take the fight to them. So, and I have no doubt he can't do that because in pass protection he definitely does that. He definitely does.
And yeah, he takes players off. You can see it. He was saying, he doesn't give maximum effort. And he was saying, like, you know he's not, but it's still elite because he just have that much talent. He can do that, right? It's just, and when I said like now, like I think about Allen Iverson, right? Like he didn't put a whole lot of work in outside of the actual game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He even tell that story about like him and Kobe or whatever. And you think about Shaq, like some people are just so talented, they like, but then you have others that's just they have the talent and they putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? But guys like him, man, if he decided to flip a switch and actually put in that work, he could get on Trent. You get Trent type level. I'm talking about 29-year-old Trent type level. If he wanted to, it'd be no question about it. But that's why when you talk to people about like the elite left tackles and who those guys are, he's usually not the first few that comes up because of the run blocking and the effort.
Yeah, this was his best year as a run blocker. The past few years it was okay, but this was his best year as a run blocker.
Mm-hmm.
He's always been an elite pass protector. You can't get by him. He's literally an anchor. He's literally an anchor. You go and look at the film he did against Micah, locked him up. Myles Garrett last year locked him up. He only allowed.
Yeah, he told me go look at the wild card game against the Browns.
Yes.
Go look at the Dallas game with Micah. So I can't wait to watch those two.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it. I can tell you. Yeah, against Myles Garrett.
Oh, Champ, look in the it's a little group chat I created, Champ. If not, no matter of fact, I'll send it directly to you.
Yeah, Myles Garrett last year, 20 pass blocking snaps, 2 pressures allowed.
It's crazy.
Only 2.
Carter never broken again. I think it's your first time comment. Appreciate you. Any ideas on what they doing on defense? They letting too many players get away. Darius Slay got 10 million. We could have afforded that. We let DeMarcus Lawrence get away. It's rotational players. Like I really didn't want Slay. I think Slay is definitely on the other side of
Yeah, he's cooked.
He's definitely on the other side. Like he barely could keep up with people, and a lot of times you see him made plays was because Philly runs that defense, that 4-5-6 cloud defense. So he's getting a lot of help. DeMarcus Lawrence, I mean, he's like 33 years old, 34 years old, something like that. We're already old enough. I didn't want to bring that in. So, but I mean, I'm with you. I think we still need to add some more talent for sure.
Now, this is another stat too, douche. Nick Aldridge put this up. Over the past 3 seasons, Tunsil has given up 10 sacks and 65 total pressures. That's 4 fewer sacks and only 8 more pressures than Washington's left tackles allowed just last season.
Oh, he got it. Okay. Get Champ up in here. Which is a crazy number. Like, flip, turn your phone, Champ. Your phone.
All right.
There we go. What's up, man? How you doing, man?
Man, just got in the door from work, bro.
It's all good, man.
Caleb, what it do, sir?
What's good, man?
Nothing, man. Let's talk some ball, fellas.
Yeah. We just talking about the new bookend, the bodyguard is what Caleb called him. Hulk. I'm just hyped. Potentially improved regular season. Potentially, man, that word is very concerning to me right now. Vito, he want new money. He giving, but I'm gonna come up since we talking about. I'm coming back to that. It's all a process, and year one set the foundation. Our organization is building off of step one. Hilifi, I think I'm probably butchering that, but I know this is your first time comment. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Not concerned with this run blocking. His only job is to keep JD5 alive. I'm with you. I appreciate all of you for tapping in. Those of you that's on Twitter and Facebook, if you can, look at my profile, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If not, you can stay right there where you are because you can continue to comment. Everybody else, hit that like button and subscribe. If you're not already, share. If you're not already, the community is also there. So like when we talk about the so Champ, are you so because you're here? Let's go back a little bit. So I'm sure you heard about his penalties, right? Yeah. We heard about his penalties. Did you hear about like when they happen and all that good stuff?
His penalties, the penalties that he's getting, a lot of left tackles do and just don't get called for, which is that quick step back. He's trying to get the upper hand. He gets called for it a lot. Hopefully, our offensive line coach can, slow him down, try to get him out of character, or wanted to be more patient.
Yeah,
it's not a big deal to me.
And I think those really depend on the crew, right? Because these dudes do it, and they're gonna continue to do it. Like it really depends on the crew, and also with him, Champ, like we was talking about, 12 of that 19 came in the first 4 games, right? He had 6 in 1 game, right?
Oh wow.
The illegal formations. Remember that was the new rule. You know what I'm saying. So anytime the NFL does that, they're sticklers. They try to enforce it through the preseason in the first quarter of the NFL season. We saw it everywhere. We saw it a lot, right? That was the second part to why it was so high. And then, like, he didn't do training camp. He wasn't at training camp. So then he's trying to get in shape, this, blah, blah, blah. And then the whole thing, like you said, about cheating. Like that part, it really depends on the crew that you get that Sunday. Are they going to call it or are they not? The one game with the Vikings, he got the 6 penalties for the illegal formation. They say, look, this is what the reporter said this morning when I talked to him. He lined up the same way the whole game. The 6 times they called it is when they got plus yardage. So I don't know. Like, is it a conspiracy? Did they do it? I don't know what he's saying, but I got to go back and watch it for myself.
But if you even watch the other games, he still does the same stance. He never changed the stance, bro. Never.
Yeah,
he never changed the stance.
I'm not concerned at all.
So there's actually a website, dude. So I'm gonna send you the link. I'll put it in the group chat too. It breaks down Laramie's Tunsil's. It breaks down his penalty log,
Mm-hmm.
the down and distance, the week, the quarter.
Matter
The
of fact,
time.
I think one of the Danny post that earlier.
Yeah.
And Danny dude, I think it had what week it was or whatever.
Yeah, it's. I'll send you the link right now.
send that.
I'm looking at this. Yeah, week 1, he got 2 penalties called against him against Indy. Both on 3rd down. Week 2, he had 2 penalties called on him. Week 3, he had 2. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, those are the 6. Week 3, he had 6.
Those against the Vikings.
Yeah, week 4 against Jacksonville, he had 2. Then for week 5, 6, 7, he didn't have any penalties. Week 8, he had a penalty. Week 9, he had a penalty. Week 11, he had 2. Week 12, he had 1.
Bro,
week
I'm not
13,
concerned at all, bro.
Week 13,
I'm not so far. Unless it's holding penalties,
13.
Then that's a different story.
Week 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, no penalties. Week 18, he committed 2. So
I'm not concerned at all.
It doesn't show what type of penalties these are, but the holding.
I mean, but you can see the yardage though, right? Because the one that I saw earlier had the yardage on there.
Yeah. So
for the hold is 10.
For the whole season, he's accumulated 95 yards worth of penalties.
I ain't worried about that.
Sir, that ain't bad. We know some left tackles and right tackles will get way more than that stuff.
And
more.
To add to that, what you said you care about the holding, right, champ? So
yes. How many were holding?
He had 2 holding penalties. Oh yeah.
We're fine, brother. We're fine. We're fine. His job, you guys know his job is to make sure JD stands up and delivers the ball and has it clean on his, like he can trust his left side. If your left tackle gives up 2 holding penalties in 17 weeks of football, that's fucking impressive. That's impressive. If you're nitpicking over that, then that's on you. But no, that's impressive. That's impressive. That's why I'm glad we have him. He's a perennial Pro Bowl tackle. 2 holdings out the whole year, you can't beat that.
Yeah, Ronnie Stanley had more than him. Joe Alt had more than him. Tyler Guyton from the Cowboys had 5 of them.
Yeah, I'm not, bro.
I'm not concerned.
So the other thing, of course, the pass blocking is nothing, right? I mean, he can speed rushers, benders, he can do all of it. The one thing that he has an issue with sometimes, if you catch him sleeping,
it's a power.
Kevin Seymour, he was with us last year. Kevin Seymour is re-signing with us.
He a corner?
Yeah, he's a part. Can't bad. He was with us most of
I
last
was
year.
about to say I don't even know who that man is.
He was with us most of last year. Practice squad mostly, but like it. What was I saying? Oh, his hands. Like if you catch him slip like the bull rush sometimes, but not often, right? So the pass blocking, no concern. You don't need no help. I don't care who you are. He doesn't need any help. Like he does get extra motivated. Like when it's a big game in the playoffs, he gets crazy motivated. If he's against like a big time pass rusher, he gets crazy motivated. He like switches a gear. So he's not always in that gear. But when he need to get to that gear, he absolutely gets there. And in the gear he chills at, the average DN is not getting around him. You know what I'm saying? So like he's still that guy. When it comes to run blocking, right? He's a little lazy at times, right? He takes plays off. There's no doubt about that. But he also goes out and he works it. Like some of the plays I've seen recently. We're gonna really look at the tape with him next week. I mean, he's bulldozing people, he's knocking people over. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do believe that part of it, chat, because I've heard it from so many different people that he can get lazy in the run game, and that's probably why he's not like LT 102 is because of he takes some plays off in the run game. But again,
let me ask you a quick question as well, bro. Some of that film, I'm pretty sure you already did a little homework already on him.
Yeah.
Have you, if any of those run plays, is he pulling?
Oh my God. Bro, there's a play. Houston used to run this. It's a slow it, so you know it comes from that tree, where it's like a fake
stretch.
Fake stretch with a backside screen. Oh my gosh, that big boy can move, bro.
Bro, he's doing everything we're gonna need him to do.
Bro, he can move, man. He can absolutely move. Special teams guy.
Let me ask y'all both of you another question. How do you feel about moving moving Coleman to guard? I still want him at tackle. Like, put him on the right side. I don't want him playing guard. That just maybe I'm the odd one out.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I think it's a preference thing, right? I think who was that today? Was it Cam? Cam was saying that what it's going to look like because of you looking at the moves they've made, which made sense. I didn't really think about this. Like, I'd rather have him at left guard because I'm thinking they're kind of high on Wiley, higher than the fans are.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I would rather put Coleman at guard, Allegretti to the right. But then somebody was like, "You sure you want Allegretti and Wiley on the same side?" Maybe I don't want that. Right?
They was on the same side last year, my man.
No, after. No, actually, it was Trent Scott.
No, yeah, you're right.
Trent Scott was playing right guard last year when Cosme went out. So like you move Allegretti over there and Coleman play in it. But then they was like, because we let Corn go, maybe Wiley is going to turn into the swing tackle. And you might see like a small extension or something with him for be the swing tackle. And
so
be at right guard. Yeah, probably so. and be at right guard until Cosme comes back. So
and when does Cosme come back? Does anybody know?
I just keep saying week 10. I don't know why I'm saying week 10, but I'm just saying week 10. I don't know why.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So what you want? You want him at tackle? I think Caleb want him at guard.
I wanted him at tackle because we drafted him as a tackle, and like I said, me personally, I thought he played pretty well for a third round left tackle, and he went up against some big dogs and held his own. So I'm like, just keep developing him at tackle.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do, man, because obviously they didn't think that he was going to be the future because they went out and they got Tunsil. So it depends what maybe they gonna put him at guard. I mean, that's when he was
most likely.
I think that was his, his better play was at guard in college.
I'm just saying, man. This may sound a little crazy, but the way when we moved Cosme from right tackle to right guard, I felt I had a feeling he was going to be successful. It's better for him. He's athletic. Cosme's hella athletic. He can get out in space. He can move. Coleman's is really athletic for his size. He got long arms. There was I gotta find that tweet, but I think Coleman will be fine at guard. Bro, him and Cosme pulling, bro, to the right, to the left.
No, that's dangerous. They're gonna clean out.
Coleman can move too.
Yes, he can.
Both Coleman and Cosme have both as far as run. I always said Cosme's a better run blocker than he's a pass blocker.
Yeah,
he's good at pass blocking, but that's not his forte. His forte is to get in your face. He'll pancake you. Even in pass blocking snaps last year when we weren't good, he was pancaking. He pancaked the dude, and then he kind of mushed him into the ground a little bit and got up and was still on him.
Mm.
So when you got both of them, like you said the other day, dudes, both of them have that nasty streak to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll talk a little bit, troll you a little bit after they push you to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Cosme struggled with Jalen Carter too, but there was some snaps where he was decent against Jalen Carter at the same time. It's a battle up front, but just saying, man, both of them at guard on them screens. Oh my god! And Coleman can run too.
Yeah, he can.
Bengals when Jayden was running, Coleman was right there behind him.
Yeah, Coleman can run for sure.
Yeah.
Left side gonna be crazy. It just depends how they do it, man. With me, I'm like, man, put your best 5 out there and let's rock. You know what I'm saying? Ball up top for the best 5.
Did we bring Michael Dieter back as a backup center?
Not yet.
We definitely gonna need a backup center.
Not yet.
Because Beata, he's very, very good. I just don't trust his durability on the field, especially if he gets rolled a lot. So we're gonna need a decent backup center. And I guess I don't know. Maybe AP might have some up his sleeve.
Yeah, maybe he has somebody from somewhere, but we'll see. He might bring Dieter back. And everything else with him, I think, is like a little overblown with the attitude and all that. Look, they can't pay everybody, right? Next year, I mean, they got to play CJ, Will Anderson. They got to play the cornerback key. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name.
I thought they paid Stingley this year. I thought they paid him this year.
Or he's due this year. Maybe they extend him this
year. I thought they offered him a contract for 4 years for almost $90 million.
No,
I don't think so. Not yet. The Jets have released CJ Mosley,
linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
So like, no, I don't think we do nothing with that. So like, you know, the whole attitude thing, the leader, like this is the thing I was told. Some players just are not the guy that's going to speak up in the meeting and say, y'all need to get y'all stuff. Just because you're the best player doesn't mean that that's within you. It's not in everybody to be that type of leader. I don't care how good you are. He just wasn't that guy, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more of a coaching error with D'Amico and his coaches, because from what I was told, the actual offensive line coach was horrible. He couldn't control the room. The 2 assistant O-line coaches was the ones trying to control the room because the actual offensive line coach wasn't doing a good job at it. But they expected for Tunsil to step in and take control of the room. That's not his job. That's your job. You know what I'm saying? So that there was something. And you know, D'Amico, they want to get younger on the offensive line. You know, that's why they drafted the guy Caleb was talking about. I think they're gonna try to put him at left tackle. They let go of Green. They also brought in somebody else this offseason. So I think he's trying to just like do the whole culture thing, restart, whatever the case may be. But they loved him. The players loved him. They really wanted, they would have re-signed him if they didn't have to pay everybody else. But I think what's coming out now, especially from the fans about him not being a good teammate and all that, I think that's they just coping. You know what I'm saying?
Most likely blowing smoke.
Because look what happened with Dwayne Brown. They say he was an issue in the locker room. They end up getting rid of him. And what they end up doing, had a trade for Laramie Tunsil. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. I just don't think they didn't want to pay him the same as if they didn't want to pay Dwayne Brown either.
Here's a tweet. I found it. Brandon Coleman has longer arms, bigger hands, and a broader wingspan than Alt, Fashanu, Fuega, Fatanu, Guyton, Fisher, Rosengarten, and Kingsley Sumatea.
Trent too. Yeah, he got a better athletic profile than Trent too.
Yeah.
All right, so I think I'm good. Like whatever penalties, all that other stuff you talking about. He's gonna come in here. Dan gonna have a good sit down talk with him. We're gonna get in this OG Bobby Johnson. I think we're gonna be good.
And like it's especially with the players thing though, dudes. You talked about the players loving him, which is a fact. I've seen tons of Commanders pods and they got texting reporters. They say the same thing. But he's gonna bond with somebody in that locker room. He's a fashion guy. Jayden loves fashion. Mm-hmm. So they're going to instantly click together. Mm-hmm. Despite, there was a tweet that he retweeted said, we don't call it clothes, we call it pieces. That's what Larry Tunsil said. So him and Jayden, the same way Jayden and Bobby has that rapport together, you know, little big brother, little brother type of thing. That can be the same thing with Jayden and Laramie. They both like fashion. Laramie likes his type of fashion. Jayden like his. They gonna go back and forth.
We got a quarterback that's very mature that can handle young guys and old guys. He's very mature for his age, and for him to cope and balance everything out between the younger and older guys, it makes it easy.
Now,
The
let me
transition
ask
shout out to his dad too. You know, we
Yeah.
don't see him a lot, but it was like his dad. They had certain things he was doing since he was a little guy in little league about handling certain situations and being mature and how to handle those things. So shout out to his dad, man.
Now, let me ask y'all this. Texas fans do talk about training camp and OTAs. He don't show up. Listen, I don't need you to. You do your job. 17 games. 17 games a season.
I personally would like for him to come to
Oh, yeah, for
OTAs and
sure.
camp.
I think he will. Look, he needs a new deal.
Yeah, it's not even that. He needs to build a rapport with the other offensive line, that chemistry, and also with your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if he shows up, if he doesn't show up to OTAs, I understand. But at least be there for training camp, period.
Just be there for training camp.
Because they paid him a couple years ago. Like they structured this contract to put more money in or move money around, guarantee roster bonuses for being at camp, which was crazy. But
now he don't need to play preseason.
Do whatever. No, I don't think he's gonna play preseason.
He don't need to play preseason.
But like do whatever you need to do. But yeah, man, I think this is why you build a coaching staff like this. This is why you
handle that. Yep.
For players like this. If you keep pushing these players away, then what do I need all of you here for? Right? Because your job is easy because you got a bunch of yes sirs. Like, I don't want a team with a bunch of yes sirs. Like, give me somebody that you're going to have to pull to the side, get in their face a little bit. Like, I need a couple of
old school.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a couple of those players. You know what I'm saying? Because you get them dudes to buy in, you get anybody to buy in. Right? You get the crash out, the buy in to your culture, you get anybody to buy in. You know what I'm saying? So all right, before we go, we got about 10, 15 more minutes before we go. What you want to do with? I mean, we got so much, Chan. You might got to come back, man, because it's a lot.
Bro,
it's a lot.
No problem. We can reschedule. Just communicate with me, baby. Yeah.
What you want? You want to do the running backs? You want to do the wide receiver room? You want to do what you want to do?
We got to go to that defense, bro.
Defense. All right, let's talk about defense. What do you think about Chen and Will Harris? Because I talked to a Saints reporter earlier too. I'm excited about what you think about those two moves.
I just feel like it's a mirror match player, if that makes any sense. They both downfield safeties, hit hard, tackle pretty well. Coverage, they average at best. And I guess we just need him to be at the right place at the right time and just bring that aggressiveness. Like, I'm cool with him on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a reason why they didn't. We expected them to get Charvarius Ward, DJ Reed. We expected them to get these veteran corners on these deals. And for sure we would like that, but I mean, bro, they got a plan. They always have a plan, and when one plan doesn't go the way they felt like it should go, they figure out a way. I mean, they did the same thing with this Tunsil thing. I mean, I feel like they'll always be prepared. I'm not worried. They're going to address the defense. They're going to address the defense for sure. Then Adam Peters was looking at every single game.
Another thing too, Caleb, and both of you guys. Another two. I wasn't really too much worried about the secondary. We was ranked 4th overall before the end of the season as a secondary. That's pretty daggone good. It was that run defense we was pathetic at. And that usually be the team's strongest point is stopping the run. So it's about getting that front 7, that front 4, and check to stop the run. The secondary, I just feel like we need to either draft a corner or try to bring someone else in who got a little bit more better coverage skills than Benjamin St. Juice and just more consistent. But otherwise than that, I'm not too in panic mode about the secondary. It's the front 4 I'm really worried about. Like, can y'all really get some teams in some 3rd and 6th, 3rd and 7 and get off the field? That's what I'm more worried about.
Hey man, this hey, CeeDee Lamb, funny man.
Oh yeah, I was looking at that.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it yet though.
Yeah, you talk about Jayden. He's nice. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's nice. I mean, he knew he was gonna be nice coming in, but I didn't know he was gonna take over just like that. He's fire. And guess what? Michael gonna be locked down every Sunday. When we play, you saw what Michael tweeted? Michael said, "What the?" He's sick, bro.
The thing I'm concerned. I need an edge rusher.
Yes.
The latest report is that the Bengals want a first plus. They're not going to get that. If the team was willing to do that, he would have been gone by now. And the price went up double, right? Even though I don't think he's going to get paid more than Max or more than
he's getting over 30.
Yeah, the bad feet.
It's ridiculous for his age, man. Like, don't get it twisted. He's productive, but
the production. I mean,
the production doesn't not falling off. I mean, even Max is up there. I mean, the dude in Cleveland with the bad feet that Brandon Coleman shut down. I will not say his name ever again. I mean, he's up there in age too. You know what I'm saying?
Darius.
Yeah, whatever. Like, so I'm not. He's like, the age is not a problem with me, right? But the money, the yesterday's prices is not today's prices. Correct. At first, it was at 30. Now he's probably want like 33. I don't think he's gonna get more than either one of those dudes, but it's not going to be 30 anymore.
It's not gonna be with us either.
Yeah, because we ain't giving.
You think we're gonna bring back Fowler?
I mean, I hope so, but I just don't want him back in the same role.
Understand.
But I think when in these type of situations, we're going to have to pay a little bit more than what the market is paying because he's coming from us. He's probably going to expect that from us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the 10.5 sacks ain't nothing to turn your nose up against, but they were empty sacks. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Let's be for real. It wasn't no real impact sacks. So I would love for him to come back, and I think he's just better as a pass rush specialist in some packages.
Rotational.
But like when it's 3rd and 3, I can't have you out there, bro. I just can't.
My man got no faith.
I can't have you out there, bro. I can't. But where you at with edge? I think, man, we gotta get an edge. We have to get an edge, man.
So you think, Trey, this is the best move to make for the
I don't. I think the draft is at this point.
The draft, bro.
Yeah, especially if they don't come down in price. It's the draft.
Yeah.
The draft is funny too because I still don't think we got a wide receiver 2. I don't think we got a wide receiver 2.
No,
I don't think we got an RB1.
No, we definitely ain't got no RB1. No.
So I'm like, we got 2 picks. We got one on day 1, one on day 2, and we got one, and we got the 4th. We don't have a 3rd. So I think I know a lot of us want like the Hamptons, try to get close to those guys. But I don't know, man. We might not go running back until 4th. Maybe Devin is there. Maybe one of those guys is there. But I don't know, man. That first picks, if he don't trade back, I don't know, man. Like
I believe he's going to trade back.
But how far are you willing to go though? That's the thing.
Probably early second round. Early at the early
38, 37, something like that.
Early at the most, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe pick up a 4th or late 3rd, something like that. But yeah,
that
man.
Would be smart.
Vito said they better take this 4th and be happy. Yeah, man.
Take this 4th.
I just don't know, man. But how you feeling about the running back? How you feeling about B-Rob?
You know how I feel, bro. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep repeating it.
People don't.
He's
know.
just a big dude, man. That's just it. He's a big dude, man, and I think he's a little timid. If you go back, it was the Buccaneers game when we played them. I think it was the Buccaneers game or the Cardinals game. One of those games when Terry caught the ball in traffic. No, it was the Saints game.
In the end zone. Yeah.
He ran into Terry and fell. And he was hurt.
Like dramatically, yeah.
So I'm like, dude, you 6'2", 230, dog. You timid. And you got bad vision to me. He's not a patient runner. And it's like he's running with his head down because he's big. He thinks he can just maul through people. That's not always the best way to do. And he's worried. He's not durable as well. I mean, I'm not going to take away his freshman year, due to the shooting. But ever since then, even in Eric Bieniemy, I think he missed games during that season too, bro. And he didn't even run the ball.
Yeah.
So
especially after he got injured, man, like he was even worse. Like at
but
least
then he started
before the
off this
injury, he was
year
balling.
cooking.
He
He
was
started the
balling.
beginning of the year
Then the
cooking.
injury
That
happened.
hurt.
Then I think he tried to come back too early a couple times. He was only playing in the first quarter and all that. So he probably did it to himself, to be honest. You know, I mean, he did okay in the playoffs, but like we definitely need an RB1. I just don't think they're gonna move off from him. I don't think there's no reason to, and I don't think you're gonna get nothing for him. So
Oh heck no.
yeah, you might as well just
No.
keep him in the building.
And the only team I might see him going to be honest with you, is the Chargers. If they decide to trade him, the Chargers.
That'd be a perfect fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the second best move, I think, from the timeline is St. Juice being in San Diego. That's probably.
Hey, Kayla, is that a hallelujah praise right there, my brother? What's going on? Yeah.
I think that's the second best move.
I don't use that T word. What people call him. I don't use that T word at all. But listen, man. I'm pumped.
I mean, look, man, I think that's where he wants to be, right? I mean, he's a fashion guy. I think he cares more about the runway. So, you know, he's out there in LA now. So he got all types of opportunities out there. So I'm sure we're going to see him somewhere doing some fashion stuff. He's in LA.
I think we also don't we play them this year too? The Chargers?
Yes, we do. Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Yes, we do. Can't wait.
Yeah, he's gonna get cooked.
All right, man. When y'all starting back up the hog side?
Man, it's CJ, man. He's having, health issues, so we haven't been consistent with that jump. Okay. And I told him, man, just take care of your health first. Yeah, that's more important than anything.
Yeah, he's supposed to be on here tomorrow. No, Friday for a little bit. So I'm be glad to get him on. Maybe I'm gonna size him up a little bit. That's what I did the last time. I don't know if you know, we was on here. I was like, man, I mean, we've been waiting months for a hog side and we ain't seen one. Like, when is the next? Let me call Chad. Well, he don't call you Chad. He call you your real name. He call you your real name. Let me call and see. And then, y'all did a few episodes. So I'm trying to size him up.
I just want to make sure he gets better, bro. Like, that's more important than anything, man.
But this helps too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, being able to do this help, like, get your spirits up. You know what I'm saying? Get you moving around, active, get your brain flowing or whatever.
Yeah, so I appreciate you having me on here too, man.
Oh yeah, most certainly. Caleb, what y'all going on tonight, right?
Yeah, probably. I think it'll be Thursday because pretty soon we're going to have to switch up the schedules a little bit.
Yeah, everybody busy. Yeah, that's life. Life is life. But no, I actually appreciate y'all coming on, man. Of course, we're reaching back out to get y'all on here as the off season goes.
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year to both of you. Happy New Year to the chat.
Happy New Bowl. Yes,
it is up. The road to the Super Bowl starts now. Appreciate all of you in the chat. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Your time is very valuable. For you to spend it with me, I absolutely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart, one love.